Mark Stadium. Harlan and Mike Mayock for the call. Guys?
All right, Scott, thank you. And now time for Mike Mayock to tell us how each team can control the game tonight. Mike's keys are sponsored by Empower. Take control of your financial future and empower what's next. Get your free dashboard at empower.com. All right, the Bills, the Chiefs, for a chance to go to the AFC Championship game. Mike?
Obviously, two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. They're both in their prime. They're both intimately familiar with the opponent's defense. Who makes the big plays under pressure? It's probably going to come down to who has the ball last, like usual. Number two, Buffalo's linebackers and D-backs are depleted due to injury. We know who's available, but can they play at a high level? Number three, turnovers. Kansas City's an awful -11 turnover differential on the season. Will this Achilles heel ultimately end their season? And finally, Kevin, can either team carve out an extra possession or a big play? Andy Reid's known for gadget plays and formations, especially short yardage and goal line, and on special teams. Be alert for a fake or a big return, a la Deontay Hardy a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it? We have had the flip of the coin, Mike. The Chiefs won the toss. They want the second half kickoff. The Buffalo Bills will receive. Live to the sideline, let's go back downstairs to Aditi.
Kevin, you can hear the resounding boos in this stadium. We've talked a lot about Patrick Mahomes playing on the road in a playoff game. This is the first time he's played here in Buffalo with Bills Mafia, and his offensive line is one of the most penalized lines in the NFL. As you listen to that crowd right now, pay attention to how that offensive line handles the noise.
We will, and it will be loud as there is in the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs beat Miami last week in the wild card game in -27-degree wind chill at Arrowhead. The Bills took care of the Steelers. Mike, you were here for that one, 31-17. And so here we go with the Bills sending out their kickoff return unit. The wind is going to be a factor, Mike, and you think it's more left to right. Am I correct?
Left to right.
Yep.
I think a maximum of plus or minus 53 yards in that direction on a field goal and about 50 yards going from right to left.
Deontay Hardy and Andy Isabella are back for the Buffalo Bills in their blue jerseys and white pants. Chiefs will kick off into the wind. White jerseys, red pants. Harrison Butker has it teed up at the 35. Fans on their feet, not a ticket to be had. Sold out immediately. The kickoff by the Chiefs to our left. Under it is Hardy at the 5 for the Buffalo Bills on the numbers, the 10, a block at the 15 on the numbers, the 20, breaks the tackle, 25. And he's out to about the 29-yard line of Buffalo with a return right there, 25 yards. This brings us to the terrific quarterback, Josh Allen. Again, he scores as easily through the air, Mike, as he does running the ball himself on the ground.
Yeah, bottom line, 15 rushing touchdowns. I mean, that gives him 44 touchdowns accounted for on the season. He's a monster when you let him out of the pocket.
They're going to mark him at the 31-yard line of the Buffalo Bills in the shotgun by himself. It's a 1st and 10 and a quick throw to the near side on a 4-man rush. It's caught by Diggs on a lateral throw. He was hit on the play at the 30. The ball jarred free and out of bounds. And it goes out at about the 34. A big hit right off the bat by Shamari Connor in the secondary by the Chiefs. And it's a gain of about 3. And the Bills dodged a bullet right there.
I'll say, I mean, it's a bubble screen to the right side. You want to get him going. You want to get Stephon Diggs going. He hasn't had a 100-yard gain in the last 12 weeks, so you're trying to get him going, but a big hit by Connor ripped the ball out.
And a flag thrown on the play, and a late flag. Sean Huckley.
Legal batting, offense number 86. A 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the fumble. It's a loss of down. It's second down.
86 is the rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. When the hit was made on Diggs and the ball was laying there on the sideline, he whacked it away like he was pounding a nail into some wood.
Yeah, he was trying to hit it out of bounds because the possession would stay with Buffalo, but because of the illegal bat, the penalty is not only distance, but also down and distance. really a compelling penalty there.
Another empty backfield for the quarterback, Josh Allen. Second down, 13. The ball with the penalty back to the Buffalo 24. Tight end in motion. Four-man front. There's the shotgun snap. Pass up the middle. Caught and grabbed by Diggs. Knocked away and ruled incomplete. They had to take their time. And a Chiefs player is down with a big hit. That was Mike Edwards. And they've called a timeout on the field. There's an injured Chiefs player who's at the logo at the 43. The ball was not held on to by Diggs, although it looked like he had snared it. It's incomplete with an injury on the field. So we're just into the game with already some turbulence here in Orchard Park. Not even 30 seconds into the game. Injury timeout, no score. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the it's, KBB.com.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
Hey, you're up next.
My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Please welcome to the stage. Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Don't miss out on limited-time appliance deals during the closeout event at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an extra $100 when you spend $999 or more on all major appliances. Hurry, these deals are too good to last long. Shop in-store or online today because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 1/4 through 1/24. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
The Chiefs starting safety Mike Edwards is in the blue tent, and veteran Deion Bush has taken his place. Mike, it's one of 6 defensive backs for the Chiefs as the Bills on the game-opening drive have a 3rd and 17.
Be interesting to see if they match L'Jarius Sneed, who's coming over to Stephon Diggs. I think the biggest all-pro snub in the entire league is Sneed not being an all-pro.
3rd down, 17, first possession of the game from the Buffalo 24. Shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Allen is flush now. He runs from the 20. Breaks the tackle 25. Throws a pass far sideline 30. Caught by the running back Ty Johnson up the sideline to the 40 and knocked out at the Buffalo Bill 40-yard line into the Chiefs bench on the far side. That was hard. Allen is running and threw laterally as he was full steam ahead to the far sideline, and they get a nice gain, and they're shy by about a yard.
Yeah, he was beyond the line of scrimmage, and what made it legal, obviously, was he threw the ball backwards across the field to Ty Johnson, technically a lateral, so now it's 4th and 1. They had 3rd and 17, it's 4th and 1.
And they're going to keep their offense, Mike, out there at their own 40.
Let's see if they try and force a jump here by Kansas City or if they're really going to snap it.
Latavius Murray is in. They're in that tush push. There's the quarterback, Allen, who takes it, does not go over the center, runs to his left, jives over the tackle, and gets a first down run out to the Buffalo 46. So instead of going over the center, they fake that. He runs over the tackle and gets it on his own.
It's the opposite of Philadelphia, which goes straight ahead over Kelsey. What they do here is he's looking for a gap on the left or right side. He favors his left, and it's usually in that guard tackle hole. And not only did he pick up the first down, but he ran over 2 linebackers and picked up a significant gain.
Buffalo 46, First and 10 under center as Allen. He got the snap, and he hands off to Cook, who runs over the center, crosses the line of scrimmage, fumbled the ball, running on the hash mark up to the 50-yard line. It's loose. It's a fumble. They say it was down. His knee was down. The ball dead at the 49 on a gain of about 3 by the second-year running back, James Cook of Buffalo.
You better start taking care of the football now. His elbow comes down, and he still had the football. It was a good call. It's going to stay Buffalo. But that's twice now they popped the ball out, and Buffalo's very fortunate.
And we know Cook has had some problems holding onto the ball.
Yeah, as electric as he is, he's got to hold on to the football.
I formation, Buffalo 49, moving left to right, opening possession of the game. Allen under center, snap, spin, fakes the handoff, blocked from the guard. He now has to move to his right. Now he runs from the 45 to the near sideline, the 50, and he hits the deck as he slides into second base on the near sideline in front of his own bench. Mike inside the Kansas City 49 on a gain of 2.
And Kev, I mentioned in their 6-game win streak at the end of the year, he carried the ball 57 times. Now, what have we seen in this first series? 3rd and 17, he scrambles and throws a lateral halfway down the field. And then again, on 2nd down, he picks up enough yardage to make it 3rd and short.
3rd down 4. Murray is the back. Kansas City 48. No score, 11:45. Clock ticking in the first. High shotgun snap. 5-man rush. Line drive throw near sideline. Leaping attempted catch. Falling down. 35 of the Chiefs. It's made on the near sideline by Kincaid. What a two-handed club grab above his helmet on the near sideline. A laser thrown by Allen. 15 yards to the Kansas City 34. And they're not going to go with the huddle. They'll assemble at the line. The Buffalo offense with the 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Dropping back 3, 5-man rush, dumps it off to Murray at the 30, caught it on the hash and spins, drives his way outside the hash to the Kansas City 27-yard line. Mike on a short gain of 6.
And I think they went tempo, and I'm talking about hurry-up tempo for a reason. I think they were worried that Kincaid on that big catch might have bobbled it on the way out of bounds. So they went with their hurry-up offense. They checked it down to the running back, and that's just good, smart football.
Ty Johnson is the back. Receivers in tight. Moving the ball well. 2nd down 4. Game's first possession. Kansas City 28. Shotgun snap to the Buffalo quarterback. Hand off to Diggs. Runs laterally on the 30 to the far sideline. 25 and out of bounds. And a first down run down to the Kansas City 21. Running into the Kansas City bench on the far sideline. Mike, a handoff out of the gun. It's a pickup of 7. A Buffalo first down again.
And I love it. We talk about gadgets. Here is offensive coordinator Joe Brady. He puts the running back, Ty Johnson, out wide. Who's playing running back? Stephon Diggs, and they run outside zone, a typical run play, and it's another creative way to keep that star wideout happy with his touches.
James Cook, the back, in the gun. Buffalo in the opening drive at the Kansas City 21. Running back in motion, shotgun snap, sidearm throw, caught by Kincaid, 20, breaks the tackle, 15, inside the numbers to the Kansas City 10, and dives in there. The rookie gets 11 on the catch and run on the near side, down to the 10 of the Chiefs, and that's a first down catch and run by Buffalo.
Creative use of motion. They get the running back, Cook, to go out to the offense's left, and then they come back bubble screen right, and just a really good job with the tight end grouping.
Impressive opening drive by the Buffalo Bills, and 1st and goal to go. They've got the ball right at the Kansas City 10. In fact, it may be just a little outside the 10. Nope, right on the 10 is where they finally put it. In the shotgun is Allen. At his side is Cook. 1st and goal. Shotgun snap. Handoff Cook. Blocked from the right guard. He goes over the 10, inside the numbers, and down to the Chiefs 7 with a pickup of 3. And Mike, now it is 2nd down and goal for the Bills. Opening drive, 9-10. First quarter, no score.
This is not a conventional first drive.
No. Lining up again at the Kansas City 7 in the gun. Cook off the right hip of the quarterback Allen. Shotgun snap. 4-man rush. And it's a short throw to the near sideline. Caught by Cook and drilled on the near sideline. Hit right there by the linebacker Willie Gay. At the 9, losing a couple. And now it is 3rd down and goal for the Bills in a scoreless first quarter.
Checked it out wide on the flare to the running back, who's an explosive kid, Cook, in the flat. The reason the Chiefs drafted Willie Gay in the 2nd round in 2020 is his ability to play in space. 1-on-1 tackle, and he made it by himself.
Latavius Murray, a running back, will go wide left. Receivers bunched in tight on the near side. Buffalo with a 3rd down and 8 at the Kansas City 9. There's a shotgun snap. Good protection. 3-man rush. Looking, cocking his arm, throwing a pass. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. Batted down at the line of scrimmage, I think, by the big man in the middle, Chris Jones. It was. It's incomplete. It's 4th and 8. And they will bring out the field goal unit, and the Chiefs defense holds them out of the end zone.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Different kind of drive. Couple of fumbles. They get it back. The big quarterback makes plays, but they get inside the 10-yard line and stall. And this is what wins and loses tight football games. Conversions in the red zone.
Tyler Bass will try a 22-yard, make it a 27-yard field goal. Wind at his back. There's the snap. Ball put down. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Bills have taken an initial 3-0 lead with 8:08 to play in the first quarter. Bass was only 1 of 3 against the Steelers last week and comes up with a nice field goal of 27 on the game-opening drive, with a reminder that for every field goal made throughout the postseason, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, an American original for over 100 years. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 3-0 Bills, 8:08 first quarter. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Pro Bowl games are back, and this year's stars show off their best moves as they compete in dodgeball, precision passing, and more in the skill show. Plus, the AFC and NFC meet again in flag football. Touchdown! Can Peyton and Eli Manning coach the league's best to glory? Hurry up! The 2024 Pro Bowl game. Skill show Thursday, February 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. And don't miss flag football and more skills Sunday, February 4th at 3 on ESPN and ABC.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
From Orchard Park, New York, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification coast to coast and around the world. This is Westwood One, your home to the NFL playoffs in Super Bowl 58.
WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Opening drive field goal for the Bills. 3-zip over the Chiefs. We're back to get this kickoff from Buffalo. With Mike Mayock, Kevin Harlan, we are in the Grainger broadcast booth in Western New York. Tackle your to-do list with Grainger. From locker rooms to plant floors, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. 22 degrees, wind chill of about 13, gusting up to 21 miles an hour, and the drive resulting in a field goal, Mike, in the Kansas City defense in what was a position beginning at the 11-yard line with the new series. They held him out of the end zone.
Yeah, good job by Kansas City's defense. That was a 14-play, 60-yard drive, just about 7 minutes off the clock. And if you're a Bills fan, disappointingly ends in a field goal.
Bills will kick off. Bass knocks it down the middle. Richie James in a wind-aided kickoff will watch it sail over his head at about 5 yards deep. Touchback to the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs to the sideline live in Aditi.
Kevin, one quick update for you on the defensive side of the ball for the Chiefs. Mike Edwards, who's been such a key to Steve Spagnuolo, has been taken inside into the locker room. He is being evaluated for a head injury.
Aditi, thank you very much. The Chiefs line up. They're moving into the wind from our right to our left at their own 25. And Mahomes is in the gun with the 1st and 10. Pacheco, the back at his side. Receivers in tight. The snap and the spin and the handoff. And it goes Pacheco, right tackle, and a gain of a yard. And that was it. Not much there. Daquan Jones plugged the gap. 2nd down 9 for the Chiefs.
Keep in mind, Pacheco didn't play in their Week 14 game in which Buffalo beat Kansas City 20-17. And, Kev, I think the Buffalo defensive line needs to dominate this game for them to win.
Mahomes in the gun. You can see his breath as he backpedals and sets his protections. 2nd down 9, Chiefs 26. Shotgun snap. 4-man rush. Gets by Russo. Spun around. Still on his feet. Mahomes throws far side. Caught 30-yard line. Far sideline 40. Breaking a tackle 45. On the far sideline to the 50. And with the run, the catch and run. A beauty by Rashee Rice. The rookie who caught it and runs to the 48 of the Bills. 26-yard catch and run. 1st down, Kansas City.
Now, Rashee Rice is going to get credit for 26-yard gain. Justifiably, but that play was made by Superman. Make no mistake about it. Patrick Mahomes got out of a leg tackle and checked it down for a big play.
Inside the Buffalo 49, Chiefs trailing 3-0, 1st and 10. Mahomes is under center. Receiver in motion. Snap, spin, 7-step drop. Line drive throw. Caught by Kelsey on the fly at the 40 down to the 35. On the far side numbers and taken down to the 34, the Buffalo Bills. A catch, a pickup of 15. Mahomes right on the screws. 1st and 10, Kansas City.
Kelsey and Mahomes see everything the same way. That time, Kelsey came off the line of scrimmage. He engaged the linebacker, A.J. Klein, at about 7 yards, pushed off, and by the time he turned around, the ball was already in the air.
First down, gorgeous. 10 yards to go, 34 of the Bills. Mahomes walking to the line, pointing out his protections. He's in the gun. Receivers in tight. Hardman in motion. There's a shotgun snap. It's a handoff to Pacheco. Runs over the guard on the hash, the 30. Between the hash marks to the 28 of the Buffalo Bills. Shedding tacklers on that hard-earned 7-yard run, Mike Mayock. And the Chiefs have it at the Bills' 27.
Yeah, Aditi said in the pregame that Pacheco runs like he's mad at the ground. And that was a quote from Kelsey. It's the best I've heard. He's an angry dude.
He's gonna leave right now, and they're gonna bring in Edwards-Helaire. Is the back. Mahomes wearing long white sleeves tonight. Into the wind. First drive for the Chiefs. 28 of Buffalo. There's the snap. 2nd down 3. Short pass. Screen pass. Helaire breaks a tackle at the 30. Then grabbed and then taken down by Dotson, the linebacker. He's a good-looking one. They lose a yard. Back to the 29. And now our score here in Buffalo is 3-0 Bills. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Kansas City trailing 3-0 in our clock. Mike Mayock at 5 minutes and ticking here in the first.
Really good play in space by Dotson, and a big play here for the Kansas City offense.
3rd down 5 at the Bills' 29. Mahomes in the gun, again pointing out his protections. He looks into 5 defensive backs. His receivers in tight. Arms, it's a low shotgun snap around his shin. Picks it up, backpedals, rears back, throws. Broken up at the 10. On a line drive to the far sideline. And they're over there looking for Justin Watson. Heavy coverage on the play, and it was good. And it is incomplete. And the coverage by Dane Jackson on the line drive throw. And the Chiefs will try for 3.
Kev, you called it correct. The bad snap set that play up for failure. Sean McDermott, who also doubles as defensive coordinator, brought some pressure. It was man coverage. Dane Jackson got his hand in, made the play.
Here into the wind is a 47-yard field goal. This will be hard into a very hard driving wind. Snap is high. Ball put down. The kick is away, and it is good. Knifing its way through the western New York air, and he puts it through to tie the game at 4:35 of the first. The Chiefs with a field goal after the Bills had an opening drive field goal, and we are tied at 3. First quarter from Orchard Park. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage? You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Mobil 1 can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life oil filter for only $37.99. Get everything you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,300 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like discovering a refund tree has grown in your backyard.
I'm the refund tree.
Sawing off its branches.
Hey.
Feeding them through a wood chipper.
My branches! My beautiful branches!
And dancing in its refund rain. Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
The playoffs are here. Get all the action on the BetMGM app today. Take the excitement of football to the next level with same-game parlays, odds boost promos, and much more. Plus, every time you make a wager at BetMGM, you can earn BetMGM rewards points. Please gamble responsibly. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
From now through Super Bowl 58, stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. You can listen to our broadcasts of the NFL live on WestwoodOneSports.com. You can listen on the NFL app or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports or on our affiliated stations' digital platforms. Make AutoZone your end zone. Check engine light on. Get it checked. Ours was on today. Coming here to we got to get it checked with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply. And Mike, we're tied at 3 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, 2 drives ate up about 11 minutes of the first quarter here, and both offenses kind of flexing their muscles early.
Butker will kick off after his 47-yard field goal at his end over end. It'll be in the end zone about 5 yards deep and a touchback for the Bills, and Allen and the offense trot out onto the field with a 1st and 10. Welcome to NFL Flag, where there's a position for everyone. Get ready to run, throw, jump, and fly. Let's play. Visit NFLFlag.com to find the league today. 1st and 10 Bills at their own 25. Lining up is Allen. And now he goes under center. The running back is James Cook. Tight end is in on the near side. Looks at a 4-man front. 1st and 10. Buffalo 25. Snap, spin, handoff. Cook over the center of the 25 on the hash to 30 and up Mike to the Buffalo Bills. 31 gain of 6.
Yeah, and when they get under center, especially with number 16, Trent Sherfield's in the game, they want to run the football. And that time they run counter. Left tackle Deion Dawkins comes across the formation. Really good kick-out block. And on 1st down, they pick up a solid 6+ yards.
Mike Edwards is still out, and we just got a report from Aditi on the sideline. He is questionable to the return. So the Chiefs in the secondary all ready now. Playing a little bit injured. 2nd down 4. Buffalo 31. Shotgun snap. Quick throw far side. It's cut over there by Shakur. Got a block at the 30s on the 35 in front of the Kansas City bench outside the numbers. And he's taken down at the Buffalo Bill 37-yard line. Enough of a dance. A good block and a gain of 6 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Look, this Shakir kid, not only is he explosive, but he's efficient. Going back 4 games, that's his 17th consecutive target where he's made the catch, including a huge 17-yard touchdown a week ago.
Running back is Ty Johnson. The quarterback is Josh Allen. Gets under center. 1st and 10 is Buffalo 37. Snap, spin to the left, faking the handoff, rolling, stopping, planning, throws a far pass to the 40-yard line across the way in a line drive, out to the 45, past the 50, and then knocked out of bounds across the way was the running back, Ty Johnson. 2nd time he's caught one today, goes to the Kansas City 49 and makes a move, and Aditi, he picks up 15 on the play.
Kevin, Mike was just talking about Khalil Shakir. I talked to offensive coordinator Joe Brady about him before the game. He said, this is a kid that is always in the right spot at the right time. And no surprise, Kevin, he's a military kid. Of course he follows directions.
Follows him well. And from the Kansas City 49, it's a shotgun snap, and it's a handoff to Johnson, who gets a block from his guard. He runs to the 50, far sideline, 45 of the Chiefs, and knocked out of bounds, shy of the first down. The Chiefs' 40-yard line, running into the bench on the far sideline, and Mike picking up 9 on the play, where it is second down and a yard.
This is why I like Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator. The first series was all gun, throw the ball, push it down the field. Now they're under center trying to run the football. So as a defensive player, you come off the field thinking pass, pass, and he comes back under center, run, run.
Chiefs have 4 in the secondary. Second down, 1 for the Bills. Quarterback Allen is under center. Chiefs 39. Snap, spin, handoff. Johnson, right side, running laterally, breaking a tackle, then taken down. Dove across. Looks like he's got the first. Tranquil is around his ankles, and they get the first down, lunging ahead to the Kansas City 38. Along with Mike Mayock, and on our sideline, Aditi Kinkabwala, I'm Kevin Harlan here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Another good-looking drive for the Bills. We're tied at 3, the clock at 1:34 and ticking. The quarterback, Allen, with that white number 17 on that electric blue jersey. With his breath, with every cadence at the Kansas City 38. Snap, spin, handoff. It goes to Cook. Runs over the guard on the hash, the 35. And down to the Kansas City 32 with a little jitterbug move and a cut from left to right, Mike. He gets 6 on first down.
6 offensive linemen in the game. David Edwards as the 6th. Again, when you see Edwards, when you see Sherfield, you know they're thinking run, and I love when they come downhill. I think the offensive line feels it, believes in it, and this kid Cook, I think he's one of the better young running backs in the NFL right now.
1,000-yard rusher with 1,122. Second down, 4. Kansas City 32 for the Bills. Under center is Allen. The snap, the fake, and then he gives off to Cook, who runs laterally on the 35 to the near sideline. Cuts as he got to the 30 in front of his own bench, and down to the Kansas City 25. Walking the tightrope, finding 7 yards the hard way, and a first down for the Buffalo Bills.
Kev, that play was blocked for 0 yards. Justin Reed was in the gap, had him one-on-one in the open field. He gave him a little shimmy, gave him a little shake, took the leg away, and picked up 7.
Clock now at 19 seconds and ticking here in the first. Bills moving from left to right. In scoring position again. Kansas City 25. Buffalo first and 10. The quarterback is Allen. He is in the shotgun. He moves the receiver, Diggs. Shotgun snap is belt high. Left tackle block. Here cocking his arm, now running, breaking a tackle 30. It's up the middle to quarterback Allen from the 25 to the 20 and runs inside the numbers. Hit hard, brought down 17 to the Chiefs with zeros on the clock, and the quarter has come to a close. The first quarter is over. We're tied at 3, and the Bills are in the red zone again. Tied at 3 in this divisional playoff game. Let's step aside, go to the second quarter from Orchard Park here in New York, and you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
For fast sore throat relief, try Vicks Vapor Cool Drops. With maximum strength menthol and a powerful rush of Vicks vapors that works in seconds. Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks Vapor Cool Drops.
Shop literally millions of new and used cars on AutoTrader. If you see a car on TV, driving by on your street, in your dreams, whatever, really, pretty much any car you see, you can find one like it for sale on AutoTrader.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 12th and we'll waive your application fee. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 125 degrees and certificates in in-demand fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills and credentials you need to achieve your career goals. Pay no application fee if you apply by February 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contract. So add those human pawns, loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. You're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
Tonight's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One is sponsored in part by Barbasol Shaving Cream, Just Capital, AutoZone, by Granger, Wrangler, and by NFL.com. 22 degrees here in Orchard Park, New York, and we're tied at 3 with Mike Mayock up here on the sideline. We got Aditi, who is staying warm, and I know it's cold. It's, 22, wind chill of about 13, and she is down there bravely giving us reports. We'll check in with her in just 1 second. Want to remind you, next Sunday, don't miss all the NFL excitement on Fox. The NFC Championship game, the Lions at the Niners in Santa Clara. Check your local listings for more details. You can also hear that game right here on Westwood One a week from tonight. The Bills are moving again, Mike, to start the second quarter.
8-play drive, 6 of them runs. Okay, and they've had the 6th offensive lineman in. They've had the blocking wide receiver, Sherfield. They've had the blocking tight end, Quentin Morris. And I love when Joe Brady challenges defense. We're going to go from a pass-first offense to a run-first offense, and here we are in the red zone again.
Second down, 2, 16 of the Chiefs. Allen in the gun. There's the belt high snap. The handoff to Cook over the right guard on the hash and plowing his way down to the Kansas City 11 with a gain of 6. And that will give them the first down. Moving again. 27-yard field goal by the Bills, Mike, and a 47-yard field goal by the Chiefs have got this game tied.
0 for 1 in the red zone. They're the number 5 red zone team in the league at 63%. And again, Kev, you can't leave this up to the field goal kicker. They got to put it in for 7 points.
Under center will be Allen. His lone running back is James Cook. They're moving in the second quarter into the wind from our right to our left. At the Kansas City 12, 1st and 10, Buffalo snap, spin, pitch out. It goes to Cook, a block from the left tackle. Going by the 10, carrying a guy on his back down to the 5. Wow. Dragging him all the way to the 5 on a hard-earned gain of 6 by James Cook. And that was a beauty. It'll be second down and short for the Bills at the Kansas City 5.
Crack toss. They crack on the defensive end, then they pull 3 different offensive linemen, including the 6th offensive lineman, David Edwards and Deion Dawkins. But give credit to that young running back. He dragged 3 defenders, including Chris Jones.
The ball at the 5 of the Chiefs. Allen is in the gun, keeping his hands warm and pockets on his jersey. Kansas City 5, 2nd and 3. He'll pump fake a pass. He'll run. He'll break a tackle. 5 over the left tackle. Touchdown! Allen runs it in himself. The Bills have scored the game's first touchdown. Allen on a 5-yard touchdown run. A pump fake and a drive, and people picking up snow and throwing it like confetti in the air.
This atmosphere is just awesome. This is a planned quarterback run. It's supposed to go inside. It's supposed to be a quarterback counter. What does the quarterback, Josh Allen, do? He bounces it outside. He's too fast for everybody. 11 runs for 56 yards on that drive.
That's the extra point try here for the Bills, who lead at 9-3. Ball put down. Right-footed kick is right through the middle. 10-3 Buffalo. A minute and a half into the second quarter, and a 5-yard touchdown run by the Bills quarterback, Josh Allen. That's where he's done a lot of his damage this year. Let's step aside early second quarter. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
It's the $450,000 Tournament of Champions at Empire City Casino now through February 24th. Up to 800 lucky players will win a share of over $450,000 in free play, cash, trips to Mandalay Bay, Park MGM, the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, and 2 brand new Land Rover Discoveries. Grand prize drawings are January 27th and February 24th. Drive off as a champion, only at Empire City Casino. Game on! Must be 18 years of age or older to play New York lottery games. Please play responsibly.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Nachos! Hey, I'll take some. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Nah.
You're just gonna eat these boring nachos with no flavor. Frank it up! Frank it up! This guy finally gets it.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together millions of things for our planet. Resolve to recycle more. Recycle paper, bottles, and cans directly, and recycle old clothes by donating them. When we each share one thing, it becomes a million things for our planet. What's your one thing?
Back in Orchard Park, New York, the Bills have taken a 10-3 lead over the Chiefs. Early second quarter, checking the drive summary. It's sponsored by University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn an undergraduate degree online with UMGC. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev. Mike, it was an 11-play, 75-yard drive, little over 6 minutes, and Allen, as he has done so often this year, with a rushing touchdown.
9 of the 11 plays were rushes. Kev, they were so dominant with the run game, they never got the third down.
Isn't that something? So the Bills lead it. They've had it twice. They've scored both times. Chiefs have had it once. They got a field goal. Here's the Buffalo kickoff into the wind to our left. James is under it, looks into the lights, and the ball will land about a yard into the end zone. It was close.
I would not be that casual. Man, I wouldn't. The ball landed right around the goal line.
It's a touchback to the 25 with Mike Mayock, Kevin Harlan. We're in the Grainger broadcast booth in Orchard Park, New York. Give your team an edge with Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry, plus fast delivery, 24/7 support. Go to Grainger.com. It's Mahomes in the pistol from his 25, snap, spin, pitch out, Pacheco, right tackle block, near sideline, breaks a tackle 25, near sideline 30, out of bounds near the Kansas City 33, on a pickup of 8. That was some hard running by Isaiah Pacheco of the Chiefs.
Right back at you. Crack toss again. Noah Gray got the crack. That allowed the tackles to get down the field, but most importantly, Pacheco ran through an arm tackle of Jordan Poyer and picked up 9.
2 minutes gone. Second quarter, Bills on top by 7. Second Chiefs possession. Mahomes in the gun, moving with the wind from left to right from their own 34. Shotgun snap, second 2. Handoff, Pacheco breaks a tackle over the tackle. He runs past the 35 and the 40, and on the numbers, he's out to the 43-yard line of Kansas City. Hit by Dodson. He's down on all fours. Gain of 11, Pacheco. First down, Chiefs, and a Bills player needing assistance.
Shotgun, backside guard Tooney, the all-pro, pulls and kicks out. Pacheco didn't get touched for 5 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Didi told us before the game, watch these two running backs, and she was correct, wasn't she? These guys have already put their fingerprints on this one. There is a player down. It is Dodson, a very important defensive player for the Bills. Clock here in the second at 12:39. Buffalo 10-3 on an Allen touchdown run. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The playoffs are here. Get all the action on the BetMGM app today. Take the excitement of football to the next level with same-game parlays, odds boost promos, and much more. Plus, every time you make a wager at BetMGM, you can earn BetMGM rewards points. Please gamble responsibly. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
But that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Welcome back to Orchard Park, New York, along with Mike Mayak and Aditi Kinkabwala. I'm Kevin Harlan, and together with Navy Federal Credit Union, we'd like to thank you for joining us for divisional broadcast NFL playoff football on Westwood One, and give an extra special shout-out to the over 1 million men and women in uniform stationed around the world in military bases and ships at sea, defending our nation and listening to our broadcast tonight all over the world. Navy Federal Credit Union proudly serves the armed forces, the DOD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. And the starting linebacker, Tyrell Dodson, who is taking the place of Matt Milano, is out, and they're going to go with the rookie in there, Dorian Williams, Mike.
Yeah, and Terrell Bernard, their best remaining linebacker, didn't even suit up today. So that's A.J. Klein and Dorian Williams.
Reverse wishbone for the Chiefs in the gun. Mahomes 5 yards away from his center. With the 1st and 10 from the Chiefs 44. Shotgun snap, the fake handoff, the drop back is 7. Winds up, wobbly pass near side, caught over the shoulder, Kelsey. 35-30 down the near sideline and deep into Buffalo territory at the 27-yard line of the Bills. An over the shoulder catch. A catch and run by Kelsey of 29. 1st and 10 Chiefs.
And to your point, inverted wishbone, Kelsey's in the backfield with a one-on-one on the linebacker, A.J. Klein, who a week ago was supposed to go on vacation with his family, got a phone call from Brandon Bean, and signed to the Bills practice squad.
What a story. Buffalo 27, Chiefs 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, right tackle block, pocket crumbling, launching a pass, far side, Mahomes incomplete at the 5. Down the far sideline looking for tight end Noah Gray. People around, a frustrated Mahomes, and a flag is thrown. On the near sideline, Mike, at about the 18 of the Bills. That one landed about the 5 of Buffalo.
Typically a defensive hold at that position.
Douglas, maybe?
Before the pass was thrown, holding, defense number 31, the 5-yard penalty, and an automatic first down.
Rasul Douglas, indeed, the guilty party for the Bills.
Yeah, he grabbed a hold of Valdez Scantling at the line of scrimmage, but I think the bigger point is, who does Mahomes trust in this offense? It's Kelsey, and it's the rookie Rashee Rice. That's it.
It's down to the 22 of Buffalo, 1st and 10. Mahomes under center. The snap, the spin, rolls out on the numbers, being chased by Russo and grabbed, and he tried to throw it with the left hand to avoid the sack, and he might have, and it's incomplete, and it is 2nd down and 10. Did he get it away, or was he tackled? I couldn't see. They're going to call it 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he put it in his left hand. Great call there, Gavin. He flipped it out of bounds. Rousseau would have had the sack and a -3. That's just today's modern quarterback. Smart, tough, and they can throw it either hand.
Ambidextrous. Not amphibious, but they're ambidextrous.
Amphibious?
Yeah.
It's not raining.
Edwards-Helaire the back, 2nd and 10. Chiefs at the Buffalo 22, trailing by 7, 2nd quarter. Under center, Mahomes takes the handoff, throws to the near side. It's grabbed there by the tight end. That's Gray. Tried to dance and shimmy on the near sideline. Buffalo 20 falls ahead on the numbers. Down, Mike, to the Buffalo 18-yard line with a short pass and a short gain of 4 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, play action where they try to integrate other people into this offensive scheme. But, Kev, I go back to the point when they got to have it. There's only 2 guys they trust, and that's Kelsey at tight end and the rookie Rashee Rice.
The linebacker, Terrell Dodson, is back in for the Bills, who have 6 in the secondary. Mahomes in the gun, 3rd and 6, the Buffalo 18. Again pointing out his protections. Backpedals in the gun. Pacheco off his right hip. Looks into 6. Shotgun snap. Right tackle block. Line drive throw. Leaping 2-hand catch on the numbers. Far side of the 10 made by Rice. Drilled over there by Johnson. It's enough for a Kansas City first down. It's a leaping catch of 8 on 3rd and 6, and it's 1st and goal for the Chiefs.
Rice grimacing as he gets up. But again, I told you they're going to go to Rice or Kelsey. It's a little sit or squat route. against zone defense. 3rd and 6. He got about 8 or 9 yards deep, and Mahomes made the throw on time.
5 wide. Mahomes breaks the huddle. 1st and goal. Bills 10. Mahomes keeping his hands warm. I can see his breath with his cadence. In the gun, gets it, backpedals, 4-man rush, throws a pass, far corner of the end zone, incomplete, looking for Kelsey. Uncatchable, high, wide, with the wind, incomplete. Second mic and goal to go for the Chiefs, who trail here. 5 minutes gone in the second, 10-3.
Corner route overthrown at the pylon, and Kev, I was talking with Travis Kelsey on the field before the game. I've known him for years, and he came up, he had gym shorts on. Short shirt sleeve, put his arm around me, said, Mike, this is going to be fun tonight.
He's ready to go. 2nd down goal. Chiefs at the 10 of the Buffalo Bills. Trailing by 7. In the gun, Mahomes moves a receiver. Shotgun snap, pitch out, end around, goes to Hardman, far side, got a block, 15 running there laterally, cuts, and goes to the 11. He was hit hard. There was a fumble on the play, and they say the Chiefs have gotten the ball. But they lose yardage back to the 11, and basically no gain on the play, and that loose ball recovered by wide receiver Justin Watson on the fumble by Hardman. He has troubles holding onto the ball.
Big hit by Rasul Douglas, who I think is kind of the heart and soul in that corner group. 4 interceptions, the ball finds him, and boy, is he tough.
Edwards-Helaire, the new back. Mahomes is in the gun from the 10 of the Buffalo Bills. 3rd down and goal, trailing by 7. In the second quarter, shotgun snap, dropping back 3. Cocks his arm, throws a line drive pass in the corner high. In the near side, back corner, and incomplete. They were going for Marquez Valdez-Scantling, heavily covered, not a lot of room back there. It's 4th down, and here comes the field goal unit for Kansas City.
They pump fake to keep Dane Jackson, who was playing the short person in the zone, to keep him low. Mahomes went high to the corner of the end zone. The ball was overthrown, and there was good coverage by Cam Lewis on the back end.
Here goes now Harrison Butker with the wind at his back on a 29-yard field goal try. Good snap, ball put down, kick is away, and it is perfect, and a new score as the Chiefs cut. Oh, we got some shoving after the play. They're separated quickly. The Chiefs have cut into that Buffalo lead. Now it is 10-6. And our clock here in the second quarter at 9:12. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close and comfortable shave. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. At Orchard Park, it's a 10-6 lead for the Buffalo Bills midway through the second quarter. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no Little League game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Along with Mike Mayock and Aditi Kinkhabwala, Kevin Harlan here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Well, the Chiefs last week in the red zone against Miami at Frigid Arrowhead 2-6, and tonight 0-1 against the Buffalo Bills, who got a 4-point game.
Historically, this year, not a good red zone offense. Has to change to win a game tonight.
Here is the kickoff by the Chiefs after the 29-yard field goal. That is in the end zone. That is wind-aided, and it's gusting up to 21 miles an hour. Touchback for the Bills, back to the 25, and a 1st and 10. So the quarterback so far, Allen, Mike, has gone 7 of 9 for 51. Mahomes has gone 6 of 10 for 80 yards throwing so far.
And Allen's got 5 carries for 26 with a touchdown. And that's really, watching his tape, I get such a huge kick. Everybody talked about that 52-yard touchdown. I love the 3rd and 4 quarterback counter for 5 yards just as much.
It's fun to watch. It's a 1st and 10 under center from his own 25. Allen got the snap, pitches out to Johnson, runs laterally, and then knocked out as he runs to the far sideline, angling back to the line of scrimmage, and there was a gain of a couple on the play. Let's say he probably carved 2, running into the Kansas City bench, and it's a bench full of guys with big red cloaks on, big capes, because it is so cold here, and on the near side we got the Bills. You can't see them because they got big blue capes on them.
Well, we're old, Kev, but most people probably aren't going to remember the Ice Bowl back, Green Bay and Dallas. What was that, 68?
It was, 67.
67. Fuzzy Thurston and Jerry Kramer, all your guys, man.
From the 27-yard line of the Bills, and the shotgun is Allen. 2nd down, 8. Cook at his side. The snap is there. The quick throw to Cook outside. Far sideline catch 28. Up the sideline 30. Shoved out of bounds in front of the Kansas City bench. Close to a 1st down. Caught it, and boy, did he shift gears and take it up for 7. He gets to the 35 of the Buffalo Bills. It is a 1st down.
Boy, is he quick, explosive, and in the first Kansas City game when they won 20-17, he had 15 touches for 141 yards, and of that, 5 were catches for 83. So you got to respect this kid in the pass game as well as the run game.
So Willie Gay is out right now, the linebacker, with a neck injury. Okay. I just saw Deion Bush. He's being looked at on the far sideline for the Chiefs. So they're losing players. We know there are a lot of defensive injuries for the Bills coming into tonight. It's a 1st and 10 for Buffalo at their own 35-yard line. Under center is Allen. The snap, the pitch out, Cook. Blocked from the guard, blocked from the tackle, runs to the near side, 35, and picks up about 2. And tackled on the play, Mike, by Shamari Connor. And it will be 2nd down and 8 for the Bills, who lead it 7.5 to play in the second quarter, 10-6.
Right back to the run game. Joe Brady found something he liked on that last drive. He's going to continue to come downhill for Kansas City. You mentioned the injured linebacker. They're fortunate to have Drew Tranquil, who's just as much a starter as anybody else. He's a highly disruptive force for them.
In the shotgun, the quarterback, Josh Allen, 2nd down and 8 from his 37. Shakir, the receiver on the move. There's a shotgun snap, a block by Cook, the running back, and he throws down the near side, broken up on the near sideline, 25 of the Chiefs. They were going deep. It was broken up by Jalen Watson. They were looking for the former Dolphin, Trent Sherfield, flying outside the numbers, down the near sideline, an incomplete pass, and might now 3rd and 8 for the Buffalo Bills.
Good coverage, but I just saw a replay of it, and Josh Allen dropped that right into the left shoulder pad of Sherfield. He had a chance to make a play there despite the tight coverage of Jalen Watson.
Latavius Murray is in as the running back with a 3rd and 8 for Allen from his own Buffalo 37. Moving right to left, he's in the gun and 4 wide. The shotgun snap, the block by Murray, the quick throw, and it's caught across the way on the numbers by Shakir, who is grabbed quickly around the ankles and taken down by Connor on a gain of 3 on a 3rd and 8, and it's 4th and 5. And here comes the game's first punt.
Maybe.
Thank you. Maybe.
4th and about 4.5 here on their own 40. I'd be really, if I were Kansas City, I'd just make sure.
Sam Martin, who has got a bad hamstring, will punt right now for the Bills into the wind. This punt will come from Buffalo from right to left. And he gets the snap, and he swings his right leg through. James is back. It lands at the 25, bounces to him on the 20, breaks the tackle 25 on the near sideline, the 30, the 35, and then hit late on the play. He was already down, shoving again. And the Chiefs took exception to that late, what they thought was a late hit. No flag has been thrown, and the return out near the 35 of the Chiefs. And Kansas City will get it on a 15-yard return on a 40-yard punt and a hang time of 3:73. Our clock at 6:07. Bills lead second quarter 10-6. Let's step aside. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The American Red Cross is facing an emergency blood shortage as the nation's blood supply has dropped to critically low levels. Blood and platelet donations are needed now for people counting on life-saving care after accidents, surgeries, and those facing critical treatment for cancer and sickle cell disease. You can take action today. Make an appointment to give blood. To book a time, use the Red Cross Blood Donor app. Visit redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to schedule your appointment.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Don't miss out on limited-time appliance deals during the closeout event at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an extra $100 when you spend $999 or more on all major appliances. Hurry, these deals are too good to last long. Shop in-store or online today, because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 1/4 through 1/24. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Guys said settle.
Bills lead at 10-6. Second quarter. Paying too much to file your taxes? Switch to TaxSlayer and you could save up to 80% compared to the competition. Head to TaxSlayer.com today and start filing your return for free. The Chiefs have just gotten the game's first punt. They return it to their 35. Mahomes, with the wind at his back and trailing by 4 in 6:07 before halftime, sets up in the pistol with Pacheco. A shotgun snap, a fake handoff, a left tackle block. He moves up and throws a wobbly pass low, and on a dive, the tight end's got it. At the 47-yard line, that's Gray coming back to his quarterback, and Mike a pickup of 11 and the Chiefs first down.
All three tight ends in the game, 13 personnel, Kelsey, Gray, and Blake Bell. Heavy play action. Noah Gray on a little curl route right over the center, wide open.
Now Mahomes with those three tight ends lining up on the Bills logo. They got a 1st and 10. Running back Pacheco, the snap, the spin under center, the handoff, and it goes to Pacheco, running to the 50, on the hash, over the left guard, and Mikey picks up 4 on first down.
Bills are saying another fumble. Ref saying he's down.
There's a lot of pointing going on out there, isn't there? On every hit, and there have been some big hits. On this 22-degree night with the wind chill at about 13, clock is approaching 5 to play in the second quarter. Chiefs are moving with the wind from our left to our right. The quarterback, Mahomes, is in the gun. Flanked by the running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Wide receiver in motion. Shotgun snap. Handoff Edwards-Helaire. Good block by Tooney. Opens up the holdup. 45 to 40 down the near side. The 35 to 30 down the near sideline. 25. Knocked out of bounds at the 22 of the Bills. Clyde Edwards-Helaire like a rocket. 28 yards. Great block by Tooney. An all-pro guard. 1st and 10 Chiefs.
You called it exactly right. Tooney, the best thing he does is pull. He gets the kick out. Edwards-Helaire jumps up through and missed tackle by Teron Johnson, one of the better nickels in the league.
They keep Edwards-Helaire in there, 22-yard line of the Bills. Shotgun formation for Mahomes. First down and 10. Chiefs trail by 4, approaching 4 to play in the second quarter. The shotgun snap is belt high. The left tackle blocking a line trying throw to the near side. Belt high catching out of bounds is Gray. Gray was almost right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a gain of 1, Mike. It'll be second down and 9 for the Chiefs, who trail by 4.
I think Mahomes is making a conscious effort to get the ball out quickly. I think he knows that with the crowd noise and the performance of his offensive tackles this year, ball's got to get out.
Good point. Inside the 22, second down, long 9. At the Chiefs in the shotgun, moving from left to right. Mahomes looks at a 4-man front. Arms outstretched, shotgun snap, running back block. Mahomes winds up, long pass, far side, backpedaling, spinning touchdown catch at the goal line. Kelsey, he could not have been more wide open. A touchdown reception by the spinning all-pro tight end of 21 yards. And the Chiefs have taken their first lead tonight. 3.5 to play in the half.
Obviously a bust in the secondary. Kevin, you were closer to Kelsey than anyone in that Buffalo's defense. They had 2 guys in the flat, nobody deep outside. He ran a corner route and was all open by himself.
Grabbed that ball on a twisting and complete turning catch with its gloved hands in front of his helmet. The extra point, ball put down, kick is away, kick is good, and the Chiefs have taken a 13-10 lead on a 21-yard touchdown pass by quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes hitting Kelsey for a touchdown pass, and the first by Travis, a TD reception, his first in 8 games. There's a break in the action with the Chiefs on top in Buffalo, 13-10. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plan. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
Jacksonville has a plan to get your tax refund fast with a buck here, buck there. Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-Do.
Don't settle for chicken fees. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say, but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Travis Kelsey has just caught a 21-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes to give the Chiefs a 13-10 lead, 3.5 in the first half in Orchard Park. Welcome to NFL Flag, where there's a position for everyone. Get ready to run, throw, jump, and fly. Let's play. Visit NFLFlag.com to find the lead today. Mike, that was some kind of drive by the Chiefs. It began at the 35-yard line.
Mahomes impeccable. Got a peek at the Kelsey sweep. The highlight was definitely not Taylor Swift.
It was not, no.
It was brother Jason with his shirt off, holding a beer and going crazy with Travis's touchdown.
On a night where the wind chill is at 13 degrees, he's nuts.
Dude, he's an offensive lineman.
That's right.
I mean, come on.
6-time All-Pro. He'll be in Canton someday, and his brother Travis will be in Canton someday. And some kind of thing. She did a good job raising those boys, didn't she?
Yeah, Mom might be in the Hall of Fame, too, someday.
Chiefs will kick off into the Buffalo Bills. Wind-aided boot by Butker is going to be almost out of the end zone. It is. It lands outside the blue-painted end zone to our right. It's a touchback to the 25. A reminder to stay tuned for us with the NFL Divisional Playoffs halftime report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Our host, the award-winning Scott Graham, will recap Detroit's 31-23 win over the Buccaneers. That's coming up in the Wendy's halftime report. Wendy's breakfast, 2 for $3 biggie bundles are here. Limited time only, breakfast hours only. And here we go with the Buffalo Bills, down by 3. Chiefs in their first lead. The quarterback, Allen, is in the gun at his side. Cook, the shotgun snap from his own 25, the fake handoff, and a quick throw thrown laterally to the near side. Caught 25 by Cook, breaks the tackle 30 up the near sideline. He dodges the defender, and he's up, Mike, to the 33, 34-yard line on a little throw to the near sideline, and a gain of 9 for the Bills.
Yeah, it's called a flare screen. You're just taking the running back, run a little flare, and it's a one-person screen with tight end Dalton Kincaid out in front. The quarterback's job is to look the opposite way, come back late, and try and get an isolation. Nice play, pick up of 8.
Through the air, Allen is 10 of 13. Mahomes is 9 of 13. Second down 2, Bills at their 33. Under center, the quarterback, Allen, the snap, the spin, handoff, Cook over the right tackle, goes between the hash, crosses the 35, has a first down by the length of a football, and a gain of 2 and a first down for the Bills.
And Kev, let's keep in mind clock management right now, because if you're Buffalo, you know that Kansas City's getting the football to kick off in the second half. So the bottom line is you can't afford a 3-and-out here and give Patrick Mahomes time with the football. He's got 3 timeouts left. Both teams do. But you can't allow Patrick Mahomes to get the football back with an opportunity to score and to kick off in the second half.
Working into the wind with the 1st and 10 beyond their own 35. The Bills have it. Shotgun snap and a handoff going from Allen. Cook runs laterally to the near side. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage by Karlaftis. Jumped and got him around the ankles and throwing him Mike Mayock for a loss back to the 34. Loss of a couple on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning here in Orchard Park, New York. Sponsored by First Alert. When is the last time you replaced your smoke alarms? First Alert introduces new precision detection smoke alarm technology to help protect what matters most. Visit firstalert.com to learn more. The Chiefs on a touchdown pass to Travis Kelce lead the Bills 13-10. 2-minute warning, first half. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Did you know cooking nuisance alarms are the #1 reason for disabling smoke alarms? Introducing First Alert Precision Detection Alarms. Updated to the latest industry standards, these alarms feature new precision detection smoke alarm technology to help better distinguish cooking smoke and steam from a fire emergency while providing early warning in the event a fire breaks out. If it's time to replace your alarms or you're ready to upgrade, visit firstalert.com or your local Lowe's store to help protect what matters most.
Get deals on what you need during MVP's bonus days at Lowe's. Right now, save $20 on select 5-gallon ceiling paint or primer by HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams. Plus, get 15% off and earn 3 times bonus points when you buy 4 or more Purdy products. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken in time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts if any. Valid 1/15 through 1/26. Subject to change.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answer and product right when you need them. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
2-minute warning here in Western New York with Mike Mayock and Aditi Kinkhabwala. Kevin Harlan here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Mike, the Bills have it. They trail by 3. 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts for the Bills at their own 34.
A little bit conservative. They ran the ball again on first down. -1 on Karlaftis. Hustle play from behind. I think he's got to put the ball back in Josh Allen's hands here. Give him a chance. He's got to throw the ball, check it down, run the football. Remember, that's kind of their secret sauce is when he can pull the ball down and run or throw.
Josh Allen has had a 5-yard touchdown run. Patrick Mahomes has had a 21-yard touchdown pass. Chiefs lead by 3. Breaking huddle. It is a 2nd down and 11 for the Buffalo Bills at their own 34. The 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. By himself in the backfield is Allen. Looks at a 4-man front. Arms extended, shotgun snap, four-man rush. He pump fakes and throws a pass. Caught by Diggs, straight catch, 40 up the middle. He goes across the logo, 45, out to the 50 and taken down. He snared that ball, lassoed that pass with his gloved hands. It was thrown like a rocket, a 15-yard catch and run, and it goes to the Buffalo Bills 48.
Wide bunch, jerk route, great catch.
Winding up again, they'll be at the Buffalo 49. In the shotgun formation, the quarterback, Josh Allen, looks in the 5 defensive backs, pointing out his protection. Shotgun snap, drops back 3, left tackle block, dumps it off to Murray, out at the 50, runs to the hash mark, down to the 45 of Kansas City. Short pass, picks up 6. It'll be second down, and again, no huddle, Mike.
Great job by Allen on the check down. They brought a linebacker who was unblocked. He just calmly checked it down, pick up 7.
Second down, 4 in the gun, Kansas City 45. The Buffalo quarterback has the shotgun snap. He's flushed from the pocket. He runs up the middle, then throws to Murray at the 40, near side 35, near the near sideline 30, runs out of bounds. Latavius Murray caught that short pass. He picks up 15 on the catch and run, put him down just outside the Chiefs' 30-yard line for Buffalo.
Unbelievable play. Climbs the pocket. There's immediate upfield pressure. The left guard, Connor McGovern, loses to Chris Jones. I don't even know how he saw Murray to his left. The no-look pass. This quarterback processes so quickly, I don't even know if he's conscious of what he's seeing and not seeing. He just does it.
First down and 10, outside the Chiefs' 30. Murray is still in the game. Pointing out his protections is Josh Allen. 1 minute to play. 3 timeouts. Shotgun snap. Drops back 5. Murray the block. Winding up. Line drive pass. Far sideline incomplete. Low and uncatchable for Shakir. On the far sideline at the Chiefs' 25. It is incomplete. Mike, second and 10 for the Bills. 55 seconds in the first half with Kansas City leading by 3.
Shakir's first missed target in the last 19.
Excellent.
Bottom line is the quarterback was trying to throw the ball away from the inside leverage corner, and they're fine now. You're in potential field goal range. Take your time, move the ball closer for a tying field goal, or knowing Buffalo, they're going to take a shot or 2.
30-yard line at Kansas City. The Bills second down and 10. The quarterback is in the gun. There's the high snap, pulls it down, drops back 7. Heavy rush, left tackle block. He'll run from the 30 on the numbers, the 20. He's being chased to the 15. Broken tackle there. Angles to the middle of the field. Down he goes. They'll say at the 10, then he hit the Kansas City 10. Good run, 18 yards. Clock is stopped, 44 seconds. The Bills will take it on an 18-yard run by Josh Allen. They'll say now at the Chiefs' 12. Man alive, can that guy he just looks danger in the eye and he just wipes it away.
Kev, you got to get excited every once in a while, okay? This guy the Buffalo Bills are at their best when he tucks the ball and starts to go upfield because he might throw it, he might run it. He's listed at 6'5", 237. That's his pro day weight. I guarantee you he's over 250, and he can still run 4.6. This is a special athlete, and what he's done in the first half has been exquisite.
He's Brett Favre, isn't he? I mean, a version of Brett Favre.
He really is. I mean, he's 13 for 17, plus another 6 carries for 44.
Wow. He is amazing. He's huddling up right now at the Chiefs' 12.
Lamar Jackson's going to get the MVP. I think these 2 quarterbacks are in the same category.
Now by himself and 5 wide. He's in the shotgun and 5 yards away from his center. First and 10. Shotgun snap is high. He'll run it. A quarterback draw over the guard. Past the 10 on the hash and down to the Kansas City 7. The run by Allen right there. Mikey picks up 5 and the clock is ticking at 33 seconds and 2 timeouts for the Bills.
I love that call. It's a planned quarterback run.
Chiefs will call timeout here. They're first. So 2 apiece with the Chiefs leading by 3 and 33 seconds before halftime. Once again, downstairs to a chilly Hadidi. Go ahead, Hadidi.
That catch from Stephon Diggs, it seemed like he wasn't involved on the field, but I can tell you on the sideline, he was about as involved as it could be. After that first Josh Allen touchdown, he was the one going all up the bench, high-fiving every offensive lineman, and before this drive, he told all his teammates, let's go. He's involved, and he's engaged.
He needs to be engaged, doesn't he, Mike?
Yeah, I think winning does wonders for recalcitrant wide receivers.
Second down and 5. I like that line. We're going to have to examine that in just a second. From the 7 of the Chiefs, Allen looking through that white face mask. He looks at a 4-man front. Second 5, shotgun snap, right tackle block. Throws it down and drops at the 5 by Cook. Slanting in at the 5 of the Chiefs. And he could not bring it in with those clubbed hands. It's 3rd and 5 for the Bills. The clock at 35 seconds with the Chiefs leading by 3 just before halftime.
It's a walk-in touchdown on a pivot route. It hit him right on the number 4, right in the chest. It's a walk-in. You couldn't do it any better, and James Cook knows it.
All right, here goes Allen. Breaking huddle. Couple tight ends. It sure is. 3rd down 5 at the Kansas City 7. Everybody's in tight. Shotgun formation. Arms extended. Here's Shakir, the receiver in motion. The shotgun snap. Dropping back 5. Line drive throw. Caught maybe, or was it at the 2? They say it was caught on a dive at the hash mark by Shakir. The clock is ticking at 24. He picked up 5 on 3rd and 5. It's 1st and goal to go for the Bills. Here they go, lining up at the 2, and they have stopped play. Are they going to check and see if it was a catch? A timeout has been taken. I believe, although they've not assessed it yet either way, Chiefs have... Did I hear him correctly? I didn't hear anything at all, actually.
He was muffled, but I thought he pointed to the Chiefs, so I'm assuming it's a timeout. Chiefs, we're getting a replay of that right now.
What a catch. What a catch.
McDuffie's trying to rip it out, and I think Shakir kept possession on an in-breaking route on about the 1 to 2 yard line with McDuffie draped all over him.
That ball was thrown no more than about a foot off
the ground.
My
I agree with
goodness.
you. I agree with you.
And it was a line drive that somehow that kid caught. Khalil Shakir is out of Boise State. He's a second-year wide receiver. Gabe Davis is out tonight. They've been relying on him. He is out with a knee injury, so Shakir has had to step up, and he has tonight so far.
And keep in mind now, it's 1st and goal on the 2, and Buffalo has timeout, so their entire offense is open to them.
Cook is the back, in the gun, Allen at the 2 of the Chiefs, 1st and goal. Trailing by 3. Allen moves his receiver. There's the shotgun snap, but big pitch, and a run by Allen. He'll bulldoze in for his 2nd rushing touchdown tonight for the Bills, who have taken a lead before halftime. And the snow thrown in the air. 26 seconds to go in the half, and a 2nd rushing touchdown by Bills quarterback Josh Allen.
They motion Cook, so they're empty. And I think Josh Allen loves being an empty. And they get in that red zone area, they pull the backside tackle, it's a quarterback counter, and when he comes downhill, Kev, he's 250-plus pounds. I mean, you're not stopping him.
Well, you're not in your right mind if you try to stop him. My goodness. He is as big as a tight end and just bowling balls his way right over everything in his way. 2-yard touchdown run, the 2nd tonight by Allen. A 3-point Buffalo lead. Here's the extra point now by Tyler Bass. It goes into the wind in 26 seconds before the end of the 2nd quarter. The snap is good. The kick is great. It's a 17-13 Bills lead over the Chiefs before the half, and Allen again with a terrific drive that began, as you recall, at their 20. And Allen had a run on that drive, Mike Mayock, of 18, supplementing a long drive and a touchdown that gives them a lead.
Who do you think the leading rusher is right now for Buffalo?
How about number 17?
8 carries, 51 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
We've had tonight a total of 7 possessions. They've scored, these 2 teams have scored on 6 of the 7 possessions.
Everything we had hoped for and more. 2 of the best quarterbacks in the game, potential future Hall of Famers, both playing at a high level.
Mike, you set this up perfectly, and it has not disappointed. 26 seconds before the end of the half, the Bills lead by 4. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
NFL Plus is your ticket to the NFL postseason.
We gotta get this one, boys. Let's go!
With NFL Plus, stream the entire NFL postseason and catch Super Bowl 58 live on phone and tablet.
That is unbelievable.
Plus, stay connected throughout the offseason with special content of the NFL Scouting Combine, NFL Draft, and more. all in one place. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Bills lead before half. Now we pause 10 seconds to let our stations identify themselves all across the country, coast to coast and around the world. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 58.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
The run to the Super Bowl is on. The NFL Network is your home for the most comprehensive playoff coverage anywhere, all the way through Super Bowl 58. NFL Network, one network, all postseason. Mike, we've got two of the top 5 scoring defenses in the NFL here in this one, and we've got a lot of points scored in the first half.
Yeah, nobody can get a stop, and I would expect Kansas City might be aggressive here. They've got 26 seconds, which is twice as long as they had 2 years ago.
Bass will kick off. It is high and arcing and looking into the lights with the catch on the run at the hash mark at the 12 is James. Runs 15, runs to the near side, 20. Got a block, 25 on the near side, 30, 35. Knocked out of bounds. Hard and soundly.
You know who knocked him out was kicker Bass.
How about that?
Attaboy.
23-yard return. Clock with 20 seconds to go. Mahomes has a timeout. And we know what they can do in 13 seconds. Let's see what they do with the wind in 20 seconds with the first and 10 at about their own 35.
Yeah, most teams look for a drive started here, some kind of check or try to get 87 Kelsey over the middle, something to get this thing going. But with 20 seconds of one timeout, you got to move.
This crowd in full throat, first and 10, Chiefs 35, shotgun snap, Mahomes dumps it off, screenplay. It's Pacheco, tackle behind the line of scrimmage by Von Miller. Oh my gosh, Von Miller coming back from a completely reconstructed knee with the snow beginning to fall. He loses 5. And there was a flag on the play and 12 seconds to play in this first half.
34-year-old Von Miller chases him down from behind.
Isn't that amazing?
I love this.
Miller had a completely reconstructed. He blew it last Thanksgiving. He really has not been the same player this year.
2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Illegal use, the hands to the face, number 74. This penalty decline. Holding, number 79, with the 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Their tackles have been penalty machines.
Oh.
The right tackle, Jawan Taylor, had 17 penalties accepted this year, which is the most in like 15 or 20 years. Had 2 last week in the wild card game. And officially doesn't get one there, but the other tackle, Donovan Smith, gets it. It's been a big issue for this offense. Penalties, drops, red zone issues.
Yet they still won the division for an 8th consecutive time, and here they are in the divisional round, but on the road in their first playoff appearance in the Mahomes and Reed era. First and 20, and Mahomes will go to a knee, and there's some more shoving after the play. Clock is ticking down. The bench is emptying, but the shoving continues as the two teams head to the same tunnel. The clock ticking at 1-0. They are broken up, and halftime is here, and it has not disappointed tonight.
Could not be happier with the football game we have. 2 of the best quarterbacks in this era of the NFL, and what we really need to see, who's going to win the game, somebody's going to get a defensive stop or 2 in the second half.
Which you talked about in the pregame show. Allen, 2 touchdown runs for the Bills. Mahomes, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Kelsey. And at halftime, it's Buffalo 17-13 over the Kansas City Chiefs, who will get the ball to start the second half. When we come back, Scott Graham rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save nearly $750 on average. Call or click today. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
At Progressive, we love sports and saving you money, so we bundled them together.
It's 40 Love here in the third set.
And there's the bell. She's coming off the bench hot, looking for a quick knockdown. But wait, she's driving to the hoop. Oh, down goes the champ.
Now that's another double fault. She'll be shooting, too.
The serve is up, and here comes the left hook. She's bundled her home and auto insurance with Progressive. Swish Ace Savings TKO.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
What's up not knowing what you want? Now you can have a little of everything. With Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can mix and match your very own perfect pairing of our delicious morning favorites. Choose from the sausage biscuit, egg or cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. The choice is all yours, not somebody else's. Get breakfast just the way you want it with Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles today. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome to the NFL Playoffs Halftime Report on Westwood One. Sponsored by Wendy's. With Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles. You can choose the pair you want. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price. Once again, here's your host, Scott Grant.
From our Westwood One studios, and clearly we may have saved the best for last. What a half of football in Buffalo. And right now, the Bills, behind Josh Allen's strong running, have a 17-13 lead over the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to fill out the final spot on Championship Sunday as we wrap up the divisional round weekend. We had a game number 1 today to fill the slot, the other half of the dance card, in the NFC. San Francisco 49ers awaiting the winner of the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Detroit, of course, with all the emotion, having won that playoff game and getting another opportunity against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, coming off a win over the Philadelphia Eagles last week. How did this one go? It was a tight defensive battle that was tied at 10 at halftime, but that's when the team started putting together drives, stacking them one on top of the other. Detroit scored, then Tampa Bay scored. But Jahmyr Gibbs, on a 31-yard run early in the fourth quarter, made it a 21-17 game. And after the Detroit Lions got a stop, a huge drive, maybe the drive of the year for Detroit, backed up to their own 11-yard line. Jared Goff led them 89 yards. It took almost 6 of the remaining minutes off the clock and 10 full plays when he went to his playmaker to seemingly put the game out of reach.
First and goal at the 9. Berkster motioning to the slot left side. Receiver to the right. For the shot. It's snapped. Buccaneers rush 5. Goff floats it to the right side of the end zone. Fingertip grab. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff laid it out there beautifully, and St. Brown gives the Lions a 13-point lead. It's 30-17. 6:22 to go in the fourth. And the NFC Championship game looking a little closer than it has in decades to Detroit.
Could not have been a better throw from the left hash to the back right corner of the end zone. St. Brown brings it in. The extra point makes it a 14-point game with under 6.5 left. But give Baker Mayfield credit. He was gutty all day. Brought his team downfield on a 9-play, 75-yard drive, found Mike Evans. They went for 2 and did not make the 2-point conversion. So down by 8, Tampa Bay was going to have to get it back again. Ultimately, the defense held, and they did, deep in their own end. Did Baker Mayfield have one more big drive to try to get the game tied?
Mayfield stands along the right hash in the shotgun. Gets the snap from his center, Hainsey. Throws over the middle, floats it high, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Derek Barnes! The former Purdue Boilermaker with the biggest interception of his life, sealing the deal for the Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions get the win 31-23. They are going to the conference championship game for the first time since 1991's team. Jared Goff, 287 yards passing, couple of touchdowns in the game. He was perfect late in the game when he absolutely had to be. And afterwards, our own Olivia Decker caught up with him.
Jared, I've got to ask, last week it became famous with the crowd chanting your name. Heard it again a lot tonight. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. These guys are special to me. They're special to me, and it was a fun night.
Now that you're making this deep postseason run, how are you taking on the personality of this city?
I think we've been doing it all year. This city grinds for everything they want. And, just look around. These people are loving it, and we're loving them.
Did you get a chance to watch the Niners last night?
Yes.
What do you think?
We're going to San Francisco. It's a tough matchup, and we'll be ready to go.
You have so many weapons. A bunch of them are rookies. What do you have to say about some of the guys you got on offense?
Yeah, they're all studs. They stepped up today in a big way.
On the final possession, I saw Frank Ragnow give you a big hug. You guys started smiling, realizing what was happening. What were you guys saying to each other?
Let's go win an NFC championship.
Congrats, Jared. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Scott.
All right, thank you very much, Olivia. Jared Goff, we talked to him earlier this week for the pregame show, a very pragmatic man. But what he's got right now is an opportunity once again. Remember, Jared Goff now has won 2 playoff games with the Detroit Lions. He's also won 2 playoff games with the Rams. Only 2 quarterbacks drafted number 1 overall have done that in NFL history. The other guy's Hall of Famer Peyton Manning. Also, remember, the Detroit Lions get an opportunity to go to San Francisco. They have not won a playoff game on the road in a long, long time. When? 1957 in San Francisco. Since that time, 0-11 on the road in the playoffs. They got an opportunity to make that right next week in the championship game. On the other side, Baker Mayfield threw for 349 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was marvelous in the game, and he talked afterwards.
It sucks. I feel like my heart just got ripped out, but football's a complex game, but it's also simple. It comes down to taking care of the ball. And in 2-minute drives like that, when you know you're going to have 4 downs to use, just a bad mistake by me. And it sucks because I know what type of group we've had all year, that we fought to get to this point. We fought to be in that game. We weren't supposed to be here by any measures, but we believed in each other and we fought for it. And so, yeah, this one's going to weigh on me for a while.
Mike Evans, 8 catches for 147 yards and a touchdown, and the Bucs season might be over, but they also may have found their quarterback. Our halftime score, Buffalo 17, Kansas City 13. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
At Granger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answer and product right when you need them. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car right in your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Life can be tough, and sometimes it's hard to find someone who will listen. But we want you to know there's always someone you can turn to, day or night. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is completely confidential and here for you 24/7 every day of the year. You don't have to struggle alone. Call 988 and let us help. We're here ready to listen because your life matters. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org/chat. A message from New Jersey Human Services.
Looking for Continental winter tires? Then head to Town Fair Tires, New England's largest volume discount tire dealer. We've got Continental tires in every size for every vehicle, in stock with more arriving daily, all at the guaranteed lowest price. And when you add the most free services for life, it's easy to see how nobody beats Town Fair Tire for your new Continental winter tires. And I mean nobody.
Name brand best discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One from the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Scott Graham. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save nearly $750 on average. Call or click today to find out if Progressive could save you hundreds on your car insurance. We've got ourselves a 4-point game at halftime in this one, and it has been very good so far. Postseason continues on, and don't forget to join us Sunday, February 11th at Super Bowl 58. Kevin Harlan, Kurt Warner, Dean Blandino, Devin McCourty, Mike Golick, and Laura Oakman have all the excitement live from Las Vegas, beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Ross Tucker and I kick off our pregame coverage at 2 Eastern Time. Log on to WestwoodOneSports.com for details or to listen to the live stream for free. If it's the Super Bowl, it's on Westwood One. This has been the NFL Divisional Playoffs Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. With Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can choose the pair you want. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price of participation may vary. Not valid in a single combo. Not valid in a combo, I should say. Single item at regular price. Our halftime score and what has been a marvelous game so far. Buffalo 17, Kansas City 13. When we return, Kevin Harlan and Mike Mayock have the second half kickoff. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 12th and we'll waive your application fee. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes while giving you a head start on 2024. Earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. Pay no application fee if you apply by February 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
What companies deserve your hard-earned dollar? Which would you want to work for? How can you know if they share your values? Just ask us. Just Capital is a nonprofit that tracks who really means business, supporting workers, customers, communities, the environment, and shareholders. We measure progress, track success, and help them be better. When you see the Just Capital seal, you know what's real, because just business is better business. Visit justcapital.com to learn who makes your dollar count.
Welcome back to Orchard Park, New York. We're going to the third quarter moments from now. It is a 17-13 lead for the Buffalo Bills. With Mike Mayock and Aditi Kikabwala on the sideline, Kevin Harlan, you're listening to NFL Playoff Football on Westwood One. Let's check the halftime stats, sponsored by Indeed. Looking for quality candidates this new year? Look no further than Indeed. Indeed's video interview tool takes the hassle out of virtual hiring. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Patrick Mahomes, 9-13, 114 yards, a touchdown pass to Kelsey of 21. Josh Allen, 14 of 19. He has 111 passing yards, and on the ground, 2 rushing touchdowns. And Mike Mayock, 8 carries for Allen, 51 yards. It's a 4-point lead for the Bills going to the second half. What are your thoughts in these next 2 quarters in this one?
Well, to pick up from your point here, I mean, Buffalo had 22 rushing carries for 124. KC only 8 for 53. Now, a lot of that is the quarterback. The quarterback for Buffalo, Josh Allen, has done a great job of either getting the ball out quickly or holding on, finding a lane, jumping up in the lane, and either continuing to run or dishing the football. He's been a high-level magician with that. Mahomes, on the other hand, he's winning because he's getting the ball out early. Remarkably clean game, no turnovers, no sacks.
Once again, let's go down live to the sideline in Aditi.
Kevin, as you know, Andy Reid will not talk at halftime if his team is not winning. Sean McDermott did go on camera with CBS. He said that in a heavyweight fight like this, it's just about who makes the most plays. He told his team, we have to go for it.
Indeed they do. You know, the Chiefs take care of the Bills in the playoffs. At least that's been the history. But the Bills beat the Chiefs in the regular season. I mean, back and forth they've gone.
And so far, Kansas City's operation offensively has been okay despite the noise level. Only one real penalty with that offensive line that had nothing to do with communication.
All right, the fans are settling back in their seats. Looks like the wind is picked up. It is 21 degrees. Wind chill is in double digits, so it's about 12 degrees above zero. Last week, the Chiefs played in minus 28 wind chill temperatures. So for them, this is pretty good. Richie James is back at the goal line for the Chiefs to our left. The Bills kick off. The second half is underway with a line drive boot that is end over end and will die about 5 yards deep in the middle of the end zone. It is a touchback, Mike, to the 25, 1st and 10. Chiefs are down by 4. They'll get the first possession from their 25.
Each team has had 4 possessions in the first half. Very minimal stops, one apiece. This is all possession football. Who makes mistakes and who takes advantage of those mistakes?
Mahomes with white long sleeves, white jersey, red pants, red helmets in the shotgun from his own 25. Wind at his back. Pacheco at his side. Looks into the nickel. Shotgun snap is low. Arches a spiral pass down the near sideline. Caught over the shoulder. 50-yard line. Valdez-Scantling down the near sideline to the 45 of the Buffalo Bills on what was a perfect pass. 30-yard pickup. First and 10 Chiefs. Bills 45.
Teron Johnson had great coverage in the slot on Valdez-Scantling. Now, Valdez-Scantling 6'4", and was able to pull the ball, a perfectly thrown ball in, but there was no separation whatsoever, but he took advantage of the play.
On the Bills logo, Buffalo 45, Mahomes under center, first and 10, snap, spin, handoff, Pacheco runs laterally, cuts over the tackle. Left tackle is where he goes, past the 45 on the numbers, and down to the 43-yard line, 42-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. Mike got a gain of about 2.5 on first down.
You know, and there's another guy we talk about, Valdez-Scantling, who was supposed to take a step and really help the quarterback. That was his 22nd catch on the entire season. They need big plays from guys outside of Kelsey and Rashee Rice.
On the Bills logo, 43 of Buffalo, Kansas City. They've got it second down and 8. In the shotgun, Mahomes, his head swiveling left and right as he takes a look at that defense. Shotgun snap, moves up in the pocket, pump fakes, runs from the 45, broke a tackle, 40 far sideline with the blocker, the 30 down the sideline, 25, 20, 15, 10. Wow. Down the sideline he ran, and he could not be stopped. Where did he say he went out of bounds? 18-yard line of the Bills. They're in the red zone, and it's a run right there to the 18 of Buffalo, up 25 by Patrick Mahomes.
That looked like what Josh Allen did in the first half. He found a gap. He actually pump faked Rasul Douglas about 8 yards down the field. Past the line of scrimmage, Rasul Douglas, like a pump fake in basketball. He went up in the air, ran around them. What a play by the quarterback.
There is an injury in the secondary for the Buffalo Bills. It is on the far sideline, and play has stopped. Looks like the linebacker, A.J. Klein, who was taking the place of the injured Christian Benford. Terrell Bernard. He's taking the place of Bernard. But what about Mahomes and the running ability? He had a couple big runs last week, Mike, at Arrowhead, and they were huge in that game against Miami.
Yeah, he had a 28-yard gain and another 13-yard gain. 2 carries for 41 last week. Both of them extended drives and put points on the board.
All right, Klein is out. As Mike told you, he's getting ready to go down to Key West on a trip with his family. They bring another safety in, it looks like. First and 10, Mahomes in the gun, the 18 of Buffalo. First possession, second half. Shotgun snap. It's caught by Mahomes. He hands off to Pacheco, who is tackled by Von Miller around the ankles, running over the left guard, and Mike picks up 2, skipping his way near the 16 of the Bills.
A.J. Klein back in the game. On that prior snap, he had stepped on the foot of Mahomes as they went out of bounds, rolled it over that ankle a little bit, but he's already back.
James breaking huddle right now. Mahomes again in the gun. Arms extended. 17 of the Bills. Second down and 8. First possession, second half with Buffalo leading by 4. Mahomes looks over the defense. Shotgun snap. The tackles with blocks. In time for Mahomes. Across the middle it goes. Caught 15-yard line. Pacheco runs to the near sideline 10. Down to the 5. Down the near sideline. Knocked out of bounds at the 4. The running back, Pacheco, caught it shallow cross. Picks up 12. First and goal to go. Kansas City.
All pass game. Let's talk. Valdez-Scantling gets a 30-yard gain on a well-guarded play just on a takeoff. Then Patrick Mahomes takes off and picks up 24. And now on a shallow cross by the running back, they pick up another 12-yard gain. 3 big chunks on one drive.
Chiefs have it. First and goal to go at the Buffalo 3. Edwards-Helaire is the back. 3 tight ends. Under center Mahomes. The snap, the spin. Back pedals and throws. Caught by Kelsey. Gets a block. Runs to the far sideline. Stiff arms his way to the 2. Goes to the pylon. And it is... Did he get in? Let's see.
They gave it to him.
They gave him the touchdown. They gave him the touchdown on a delayed call. Kelsey with his second touchdown reception tonight. And the Chiefs have taken the lead on another lead change, 19-17, early in the third.
Kelsey on a tight end screen to the offense's left, dove for the pylon. His left knee went out of bounds as his left arm and elbow touched the pylon with the football. It's going to stand, I believe.
And that is what the delay is. There was a delayed call, and now a delay on this as well. As Kelsey was digging and declined, his knee was down, and in fact, I think as the ball was hitting the pylon, right?
It's almost simultaneous.
Yes.
And the call on the field is touchdown, so they're going to have video evidence to overturn it.
They're going to allow it. It was a delayed call on the field, but they do get the touchdown pass. Kelsey on a 3-yarder, running to the far side, putting the Chiefs on top. Another lead change in the game. Now let's see Butker here. We've had 3 lead changes, trying the extra point. Snap is good, the kick is up, and it's away and perfect. And the Chiefs are back in a 3-point lead position. Just underway in the second half. What a game in Buffalo. 2017 the Chiefs. Let's step aside. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
It's the $450,000 Tournament of Champions at Empire City Casino now through February 24th. Up to 800 lucky players will win a share of over $450,000 in free play, cash, trips to Mandalay Bay, Park MGM, the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, and 2 brand new Land Rover Discoveries. Grand prize drawings are January 27th and February 24th. Drive off as a champion, only at Empire City Casino. Game on! Must be 18 years of age or older to play New York lottery games. Please play responsibly.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks NyQuil High Blood Pressure for fast, powerful nighttime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. NyQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks NyQuil High Blood Pressure. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use it directed.
Your floor is the unsung hero of your home. What other part of your house gets walked over, jumped on, scraped up, spilled on, and used as much? That's where LifeProof luxury vinyl plank flooring comes in. Our premium flooring is durable, scratch-resistant, 100% waterproof, and antimicrobial, so it can take everything life throws at it. Plus, it comes in a variety of colors with a realistic wood texture and is easy to install. Make sure your floor can stand up to life's toughest tests with LifeProof. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The road to Las Vegas is underway, and Key Food has all of your tailgating needs. Whether you're grilling up hot dogs and hamburgers, or looking for popcorn, pretzels, or peanuts to snack on during the game, stop by your favorite store in the Key Food family of supermarkets to pick up everything you need. Key Food is a proud sponsor of WFAN's Road to Las Vegas. Visit Key Food and their family of supermarkets today.
By November.
We're back in Orchard Park, New York with Mike Mayock, Kevin Harlan. We're in the Grainger broadcast booth on a 21-degree night with a wind chill at about 12. Huddle up with Grainger to get more done. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by one of over 250 branch locations. The Chiefs just took the opening kickoff of the second half. Valdez-Scantling caught one for 30. Mahomes ran one for 25. Pacheco had a catch and run, Mike at 12. And finally, the quarterback hit his tight end. It was Mahomes to Kelsey who hit the pylon, and the Chiefs get a touchdown.
6 plays, 75 yards, and 3 big chunks.
How about that? Here we go. The Chiefs will kick off a wind-aided kickoff to our right. It is picked up and fair caught by Hardy at the 2. It'll go to the 25 on a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Every Westwood One NFL broadcast this postseason is being streamed for free. From now through Super Bowl 58 on February 11th, you can listen to our coverage via the official NFL app on WestwoodOneSports.com or by asking Alexa-enabled devices to open Westwood One Sports. Here come the Bills after 25. Quarterback Josh Allen with 2 rushing touchdowns is in the shotgun. 5 yards away from his center. There's the snap from his 25. It's 1st and 10. He drops back. Little screen pass. Caught near side by Hardy. On the sideline, he dances from the 25 in front of his own bench and picks up about 2 to the Buffalo 27. Make it, just beyond the 27-yard line of the Bills.
Hardy's a guy you want to get him the ball in space. He wants to turn every play into a punt return, which is effectively what he is. I mean, let's face it. He's 5'6", 170. and makes his living as a returner. Get him the ball, give him a chance to make people miss.
Chiefs have just lost their second starting defensive player. Willie Gay is out. Mike Edwards is out in the secondary. Here is Allen under center. Second down and 8. Just beyond his own 27. Got the snap and hands off Cook over the right tackle. On the hash by the 30. Moves a pile out near the 34. Digging his way with a robust run of 7 for the Buffalo Bills. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And they were in that offensive personnel grouping that dictates run. Number 16, Sherfield, the wide receiver. Number 76, the 3rd offensive tackle and 6th offensive lineman. They like to come downhill with that group, and now they come back to their more traditional 11 personnel with 3 wideouts.
Ty Johnson will be the back. The quarterback is Allen, who walks to the line. Everybody in tight. 3rd and 1. Allen under center. Everybody in tight on that Chiefs defensive line. The snap, the spin. Handoff. Johnson tries to knife his way over the left tackle. Looked like he may have gotten enough yards. He did for a first down. By the length of the football, even though he was driven backwards, he gets the yard, and they'll move the chains, and the Buffalo Bills get a first down. Third quarter clock, Mike, is about 5 minutes into the third, and the Chiefs got a touchdown drive and a 3-yard touchdown pass and a 3-point lead right now over Buffalo.
Chiefs have 5 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and the clock ran out on them at halftime. Haven't officially been stopped yet.
Chiefs line up with 4 in the secondary. Buffalo 1st and 10. Cook at the side of the quarterback, Allen, who moves his tight end from his own Buffalo 35. There's the shotgun snap and a little swing pass near side, caught by Cook, 35, near sideline 40, and run out of bounds by Chanel, the linebacker for the Chiefs. It's a catch and run of 7. He does that so well, he's out to the Buffalo 42. Along with Mike Mayock and Aditi Kinkabwala, Kevin Harlan here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Bills break huddle. Allen 2 touchdown runs tonight. They got an I formation and a couple tight ends and an extra lineman in there, and a second down and 3 from their own 42. Allen gets the snap, crouched under center, hands off to Cook, finds a big hole, 45. On the hash mark and over the right guard to the 50, and down there, right on the logo, and a burst of 8, and a first down for Buffalo.
Yeah, this James Cook guy is really special. He had plus or minus 300 touches during the season, over 1,100 yards rushing. He had another 44 receptions during the season. Tonight, as far as receptions go, he's got 4 catches for 21. He also has 12 carries for 54. He's a threat to break 100 total yards every week.
50-yard line on the logo. Buffalo 1st and 10 under center. Allen got the snap, hands off to Johnson, tried to go over the left guard. Nothing there. The Chiefs plug it up, and no gain on the play. They stay right at midfield with a second down and 10 coming up. This is the AFC Divisional Playoff. The winner here will take on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens next week.
When Kansas City wants to stop the run, they bring in, believe it or not, 2 guys they elevate from their practice squad, Mike Pennell and Matt Dickerson. And that's who's in the game right now. Buffalo's trying to heat them up with the run game. Andy Reid and Spags are saying, we're bringing our big boys in.
Very cold here, going into the wind, the Bills. By himself in the backfield, the quarterback, Allen. Second down 9 from the 50. Diggs in motion, shotgun snap, the pass to Diggs, thrown laterally, caught 45, goes to the 50, far sideline, right in front of Andy Reid and the Chiefs bench, and works his way down, whittling his way inside the Chiefs 47. So after all that, he picks up 3. Joshua Williams, the Chiefs cornerback, he is hobbling off the field right now. Boy, they are falling on both sides.
It's a game of attrition.
It's
a physical, tough game right now.
Flag thrown, Mike. A late flag. It looks like it was on the Chiefs defense. Let's see. Sean Hockley.
Run, illegal use of hands to the face. That's number 22. This 5-yard penalty was added to the end of the play. It's first down.
That's on the All-Pro McDuffie.
And McDuffie's special. I mean, it's his second year out of Washington. He starts outside when they're in base, and they move him inside in nickel. I'm watching the replay right now, and, I mean, all he does is push under the helmet of the tight end who's blocking him. Technically, it's the correct call. Not a whole lot to it, to be honest with you.
Cook is back in as the running back, the younger brother of Dalvin Cook. It's first down and 10. Dalvin Cook now of Baltimore. 42 of Kansas City. Under center is Allen got the snap, hands to Cook up the middle, a big hole 40. Over the center of the 35, between the hash marks and down to the Kansas City 33, a burst of 9, 8 yards on the play. Let's see where they spot it. 33 of the Chiefs, a good run, 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1 coming up.
This current drive, 8 plays and 41 yards, most of it on the ground again. Joe Brady making a statement. We're big, bad, we're tough, and folks, we're coming downhill.
And they're showing it right now. The number 4 offense of the Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs 34, 2nd down, and a short 2, shotgun snap, handoff to Cook. Allen gives to Cook, who runs down the middle. He goes inside the 30. He's to the 29. Between the hash marks and over the center, another first down run for the Bills.
And what this is setting up and what Josh Allen does better than most of the quarterbacks in the history of the game is he knows when to keep it on that zone keep. And in the fourth quarter, game on the line, it's going to look like it's going in Cook's belly, and he's going to pull it.
6.5, the clock ticking in the third. The Buffalo Bills have a 1st and 10. They're at the Kansas City 29-yard line right now. Quarterback Allen is in the gun. The snap, the fake handoff, the pump fake. He'll run over the right tackle to 30, and he's tackled from behind as he got to the 26. Tackled on the play by Mike Dana, and there's some boos, but I don't know that he really was going down. He was still running when the tackle was made.
I don't know. I'm happy they didn't throw a flag for unnecessary roughness or a late hit here. He goes down. Is there a little bit of late contact? Yes. Was he trying to slide? No. He was being tackled by Dana from behind, and there really was no egregious contact at all.
Now from the Kansas City 26, 2nd down and 7. Now they spread everybody out. 2nd down and 7. Buffalo at the Chiefs 26. Shotgun snap. Here's a little throw thrown laterally to the near side to Shakir. Caught it, ran down the near sideline 25, knocked it out of bounds at about the 22-yard line, 21-yard line of the Chiefs. Little dink and dunk throwing, nothing long. They're going into the wind. It's a gain of 4, Mike, right there. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Buffalo Bills, who trail by 3, and we're approaching 5 to play here in the 3rd.
David Edwards in the game again as the 6th offensive lineman. Sherfield as a blocker. This is their heavy alignment. Sooner or later, we're going to have to see a play action off of this.
3rd down and 2. Running back is Johnson. Kansas City 21 for the Buffalo Bills. Crouching under center, the 6'5". Allen looks over the defense, got the snap, drop play, handoff. Johnson 20 over the right tackle, the 15, broke a tackle, 10, down to the 5 on the hash mark. Tackled from behind. It's a burst of 16 yards. It's 1st and goal, the Bills, and a great run by Ty Johnson of 16.
They are chopping them up inside. The extra offensive lineman, David Edwards, gets out on the 2nd level on the linebacker with a great block. That's 171 rushing yards so far on the game for Buffalo.
Unbelievable. 1st and goal. Kansas City 6-yard line is where they officially mark it. Johnson the back. Allen is crouched under center, the Bills quarterback. 1st and goal. Gets the snap. Drop play handoff. Johnson stoned. Tried to go over the right guard. Nothing there. And lost a couple yards back to the Kansas City 8. So on the play, it loses 2. It's 2nd down and goal. Karlaftis hit him first.
Only one wide out in the game was Stephon Diggs out wide working on Snead. And pre-snap, you should have seen all the movements with the wide receiver Diggs to his quarterback. Like, hey, I'm one-on-one, throw it to me.
34-year-old running back Latavius Murray now trots out onto the field. He'll be back there in the shotgun with Josh Allen. Chiefs lead by 3 late 3rd quarter. It's 2nd down and goal for the Bills at the Kansas City 8. Allen is in the gun, pointing at his protections, moving a receiver, and a timeout taken.
Oh, boy.
He didn't like something there, and he called the timeout and has a word with Diggs. Timeout taken, clock at 3:37. Here in the 3rd, the Chiefs opened up the 2nd half with a long 75-yard drive and a 3-yard touchdown pass to Kelsey. Along with Mike Mayock and Aditi Kinkabala, this is Kevin Harlan here on Westwood One with the NFL Divisional Playoffs. All presented by Intuit TurboTax. They must be paying a lot of money for this because we've read that about 10 times tonight. So we thank them for that. We love that. So Mike, I'm looking at Kansas City's defensive numbers. Number 2 overall, number 2 in points allowed, and number 18 against the run. So they're gouging that part of the defense, which has been a little bit susceptible to this season.
And look, with my tape work, even I know that when they get in certain personnel, they want to run the football, and Kansas City has been unable to stop it, especially with the sixth offensive lineman and the blocking wideouts in the game.
Latavius Murray is the back. The quarterback, Josh Allen, keeping his hands warm and pocket sewn into the front of his jersey. It's second down and goal from the Kansas City 8. Receivers in motion. Allen shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, pump fakes, looks, stands in the pocket, blocked by the right tackle. Now he runs, running to the numbers, running to the sideline, throws it out of the end zone. And 2 rows deep in the back of the end zone. Incomplete, and third and goal for the Bills.
And great job defensively by Kansas City. Josh rolled to his right. That was the near side, the short side of the field. He had nothing. There was great coverage on the back end. They double-teamed Sherfield. They double-teamed Diggs, who was trying to run a pivot route. And at the end of it, there was nothing left but to throw it away. And this is where you got to be alert for quarterback run.
Diggs is the back. Now he goes in motion, so 5 wide from the Kansas City 8, third and goal, and the shotgun is Josh Allen. Looks over a 4-man front. Arms draped at the side. He gets the shotgun snap. He sets in the pocket. There's a whip. Yep, there's a whistle.
Too much time.
Oh, and a player down for the Chiefs.
Before the snap, the Leo James offense number 17. The 5-yard penalty. It's third down.
And 17 is Josh Allen, their quarterback.
Please reset the game clock.
Yeah, but he was clapping his hands, asking for the football at about the 4-second mark, and he didn't get it. That's for a home team in their own stadium in the red zone like this. That's a horrible penalty. That's bad football right there.
It goes back now to the 13-yard line. The Bills, third down and goal, trying to answer the Chiefs, who began the second half with a long touchdown drive to take a lead. Third and goal from the Kansas City 13. Empty backfield, 5 wide, looking into the nickel. Josh Allen, the Buffalo quarterback, gets the shotgun snap, drifts back 3, running to the near side, running to the numbers, throws on the run to the pylon, caught by Shakir. Touchdown! Touchdown! Shakir on the near side, pylon at the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo! Recapturing the lead on a 13-yard touchdown pass by Allen.
Oh, my. Rolling to his left, throwing to the near pylon, working against L'Jarius Sneed. Shakir comes back to the football to create separation. The sure-handed receiver cradles it all the way through the ground. That's a touchdown, folks.
4th lead change. What a drive by Allen. There was a run by Ty Johnson, a 16, one of many big plays on the drive. None bigger than that wonderful catch with the scrambling quarterback, Allen being chased. Now the extra point. High snap, put down, right-footed kick into the wind to our left, and perfect. Back and forth we go in this heavyweight fight. The Bills have taken a 24-20 lead. 3:23 to go in the third. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Welcome back. All right, Jimmy, our Army veteran, for $400. Are you ready to answer the next question?
Actually, I'm good.
Huh?
Well, I already earn and save $473 a year on average with Navy Federal Credit Union. So, yeah.
All members of the Armed Forces, all veterans, and their families can earn and save more every year with a Navy Federal membership. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA. Dollar value based on the 2022 Navy Federal Member Give Back Study.
The playoffs are here. Get all the action on the BetMGM app today. Take the excitement of football to the next level with same-game parlays, odds boost promos, and much more. Plus, every time you make a wager at BetMGM, you can earn BetMGM rewards points. Please gamble responsibly. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Buffalo Bills have just taken the lead, retaken the lead, 24-20 over the Chiefs late in the third. From now through Super Bowl 58, stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. You can listen to our broadcast of the NFL live on WestwoodOneSports.com. You can listen on the NFL app. You can listen by asking Alexa to open West One Sports or on our affiliated stations' digital platforms. AutoZone has free battery testing and charging. That's right. Get your battery tested and charged for free. Make AutoZone your end zone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply. Mike, you and I looked at each other. We've had a life in pro football, both of us. You as a general manager, as a player, and me as a broadcast. This is about as much fun as we've had.
And you know what's cool is before the game, I'm talking to coaches from both teams, and they were both kind of chuckling, saying, A, we knew it was going to end up this way with Kansas City and Buffalo at the end of the year, and B, it's like playing a division foe because you're so used to them and you expect a game like this. Really cool, Kev.
About 70,000 plus here, and no one is sitting down. Everybody on their feet. Because they're excited and because they're cold. Here's the kickoff by the Bills into the wind and into the end zone, 3 yards deep. It's a touchback to the 25, and that's where Mahomes begins it, 1st and 10. So the wind is a factor for sure.
Yep.
It is cold. It's not bone-chilling cold, but it's close. And we've got a game, it looks like, for the ages, building up here with these two great quarterbacks. The Chiefs line up. In the pistol, Mahomes, 5 yards away from his center. He's at his own 25. Looks at a 4-man front. He gets the shotgun snap. He hands to Pacheco over the right tackle. Got a block at the 25. He's inside the numbers, the Kansas City 30. And he's out to the Kansas City 31. Mike with the gain of 6, running on the ground for first on that first down handoff.
And remember, when they got the ball to start the second half, they went 6 plays and 75 yards, 4 of them big chunk plays. They come back to the run game to try to calm the crowd down a little bit, but this crowd's going crazy right now.
Chiefs with the wind at their back at their own 31 with a 2nd down and 4 and trailing by 4 late third. Shotgun snap, left tackle block. Mahomes a line drive throw. Belt high catch near sideline for a first down by Kelsey right in front of the Bills bench at the 37 of Kansas City. It is a gain of 6 and a Chiefs first down.
Just a quick out to Travis Kelsey, and the ball was in the air before he made his cut. Good coverage by Poyer, but when Mahomes and Kelsey are on their game, there's nobody better.
Mahomes through the air, 13 of 17, 167, 2 touchdown passes to Kelsey. It's 1st and 10, the Chiefs at their own 37. Moving from left to right. Shotgun snap. Handoff Pacheco over the right guard. Broke a tackle on the 40, on the numbers, the 45. Running out to the Kansas City 49. Tackled by Poyer from behind. He is down. Slow to get up. Got Pacheco around the ankles. It's a first down run of 12 and a first down for the Chiefs at their own 49.
Like the run game. If you look at Buffalo's defense, they're number 4 in the league in points against. However, teams average 4.6 yards per rush. That's 28th in the league. You can run on, if you're patient, you can run on this Buffalo defense.
Edwards-Helaire is the running back. At the 49 on the logo, the Chiefs moving left to right. 1st and 10, shotgun snap, handoff Edwards-Helaire over the right guard. Tackled on the numbers at the 50, and a good grab right there by linebacker Terrell Dodson, limiting Edwards-Helaire to a gain of 2 down to the Buffalo 49.
Good call, Kev. That was really a well-played linebacker play by Tyrell Dodson. Not only did he have to make a tackle, he had to beat Creed Humphrey, the center, pulling up in the hole to do it.
Buffalo fans in full throat right now. 1:10 clock ticking, third quarter. Mahomes in the gun on the logo, 49-yard line of the Bills. Has to move up to make sure the cadence is heard. He moves Kelsey over. Shotgun snap. 3-man rush. Now it's 4. Mahomes dodging and throwing on the run. Caught downfield at the 13-yard line by Marquez Valdez-Scantling and hit on the numbers. Falling ahead. 16-yard line of the Bills. Backpedaling. Belt high catch. 33-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
Vertical stack, meaning both Valdez-Scantling and Kelsey were lined up next to each other. There was a rub. Scantling got loose away from Rasul Douglas, and Mahomes made the throw.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling having a great game. Best of the season by far. 16-yard line of the Bills. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a handoff goes from Mahomes to Pacheco over the left guard, and he's down inside the 13 of the Bills. It's a gain of 3. The clock at 9. The clock at 8, and that'll be all she wrote for the third. And the fourth quarter's upon us, with the Buffalo Bills leading the Chiefs 24-20. Here we come, fourth quarter in this AFC divisional game. Let's now take a break. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Is your battery dead? At AutoZone, you can get the right Duralast battery to get you back on the road. Duralast batteries are designed to deliver OE performance and strong starts, even in extreme weather conditions. When you have a battery problem, get the right Duralast battery for your vehicle at AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Wake up not knowing what you want? Now you can have a little of everything. With Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can mix and match your very own perfect pairing of our delicious morning favorites. Choose from the sausage biscuit, egg or cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. The choice is all yours, not somebody else's. Get breakfast just the way you want it with Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles today. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
The American Red Cross is facing an emergency blood shortage. More donors are urgently needed now to ensure blood is ready at a moment's notice. Make an appointment today to give. Use the Blood Donor app, visit redcrossblood.org, or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to schedule your donation.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights, open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Tonight's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One is sponsored in part by Granger, Barbasol Shaving Cream, by Wendy's, Progressive Insurance, AutoZone, and by NFL.com. 4 lead changes here in Orchard Park, New York, and the Chiefs are moving again inside the 13 of the Bills. As we start the fourth quarter, next Sunday, don't miss all the NFL excitement on CBS. AFC Championship game. Winner of this game will take on the Ravens. And the probable MVP, Lamar Jackson. Check your local listings. Watch the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 58 on CBS. And hear all of that right here on Westwood One. Mike Mayock, here we go. 2nd down 6. Chiefs, we're going to say they're at the 12 of the Bills, trailing by 4.
Not a good red zone offense this year. Number 19 in the league at 52%. They're 1 for 2 tonight so far.
It's Mahomes in the gun by himself. A 2nd down and 6. First play of the fourth quarter. Quick snap. It's a sideways throw. Caught 15 at the 10. And down Rice goes at about the 4-yard line, running outside the hash mark. Caught it. Blockers ahead. Carves his way for 8. It's 1st and goal to go. The Chiefs just into the 4th, trailing by 4.
Rice is limping off the field. And I'll tell you, what a great rookie season he's had. 79 catches for almost 1,000 yards in the regular season. Became a trusted go-to for Mahomes.
At the 4, 1st and goal, deep in Buffalo territory. Mahomes in the gun. 4-man front. There's the shotgun snap. Handoff Pacheco. Knifing his way. Touchdown. He gets in over the left guard. He just had a burst, and it gives Kansas City 6. Touchdown run. Isaiah Pacheco. That's the 5th lead change, and the Chiefs lead it 26-24.
Joe Thuney, who stayed down on the field, this is just a counter out of shotgun, made a really good block, pulling out and kicking out Linval Joseph, stayed down on the field for a little while. Give Pacheco credit for finishing the run and getting the ball into the end zone.
Pacheco had a touchdown last week as well. And here now the extra point, and the Chiefs have scored on all but one possession. That was halftime. They just took a knee, and we got bodies going down, and a flag is thrown on the extra point try here with the clock at 14:20 in the 4th. Chiefs have scored every single time they've had the ball. They have not played like this season. The last 2 weeks have been their best football of the year.
Patrick Mahomes has played a clean game, and I think the third option, having Valdez-Scantling step up in the second half, has been a big deal for this offense.
Encroachment, defense number 99. Kansas City has elected to enforce that 5-yard penalty on the kickoff. Will kick for one from the 15.
So it goes on the Bills, as you heard. It's on Tim Settle, who initially we were told was inactive. Anyway, here comes the extra point by Harrison Butker. 40 seconds into the fourth quarter, and the Chiefs have taken a lead. High snap, ball put down, the kick is perfect, right down the middle and into the wind. And the Chiefs lead at 27-24. Let's take a break. 14-20 in the fourth quarter, and this is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day, and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry, with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car right in your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Are you the type of person who always expects a little more out of life? Then it might be time for the 2024 Kia Telluride X Pro. With its gloss black grille and amber headlights, this SUV is stylish enough to stand out in any setting. With its high-end tech and surround view monitor, it's equipped to make your life easier in all different ways. With seating for 7 people and second-row captain's chairs, it's comfortable enough to have you always dreaming of your next excursion. And with its impressive ground clearance, upgraded traction control system, and all-terrain tires, it's rugged and capable enough that the trip doesn't have to end when the pavement does. With all of these premium features and more, there's no doubt the Telluride X Pro can take you beyond your expectations. And beyond that, the 2024 Kia Telluride X Pro. Welcome to a new elevation. To learn more, visit kia.com/Telluride today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Back in Orchard Park, New York, we're just into the fourth, and the Chiefs just got a rushing touchdown to lead 27-24. COVID-19 can keep you on the sidelines. If you're more likely to get very sick from COVID, ask a doctor if a prescription oral treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer. Chiefs are going to kick off, and they're going to kick off from the 40 because of the penalty on the Bills on the PAT. They move it up 5 more yards. And into the wind, I guess maybe you would take this, right?
Correct.
Butker's got the ball keyed up. Butker's had field goals tonight of 47 and 29. Kelsey's caught 2 short touchdown passes. And we just had a touchdown run by Pacheco of 3. Here's the kickoff, and it goes out of the end zone, 11 yards deep. And a touchback to the 25, and Josh Allen trots back out of the field. As we now pause 10 seconds to let our stations identify themselves coast to coast and around the world. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs in Super Bowl 58.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Ty Johnson is the running back. Now he goes wide, and Diggs takes his place in the shotgun from the Buffalo 25, 1st and 10. Fake handoff Diggs. Running over the left tackle is Allen, past the 30, bouncing into a defender. Down he goes, shy of the 1st, and out to the Buffalo 33, angling to the far sideline toward the Chiefs bench, and Mike Mayock picks up 8 on 1st down.
I told you that sooner or later when we got to the 4th quarter, he was going to pull it out of his belly and keep it himself. That's his 10th run. He's had 5 scrambles and 5 planned runs. And really, at the root of their offense, that's why they're so successful.
Winding up now under center with everybody in tight. And the running back is Cook, and they're at their own 33. Buffalo's second down and 2. Crouch under center, the 6'5" Allen. Looks for the 4-man front. Gets the snap. Hands off Cook. Hit behind the line. Taken down in the play. And the nice hit there by Drew Tranquil, who came shooting through, gouging his way to get that running back. Our score here in Buffalo, 27-24, the Chiefs over the Bills. We're early in the fourth quarter, and you're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. 30-yard line, Mike. Now they lose 3.
Big play by Tranquil, who has really been a disruptive force in his first year in Kansas City.
It's 3rd down and 5. The ball's at the 30 of the Bills. Shotgun formation for Allen. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Shotgun snap. Karlaftis is there in his face as Allen was throwing, and the ball deflected incomplete. Flutters away, incomplete. And Karlaftis blew that play up, coming off the edge, untouched, Mike. And it's 4th down, second punt of the night for the Bills coming up.
Yeah, they turned their protection to the left, and Karlaftis came off the right side completely free in the face of Allen. Allen's trying to throw a quick hot route to that side, and Karlaftis just knocked it down, dunked it.
Sam Martin, who has not practiced this week with a bad hamstring, is back for his second punt tonight. First one was not long and not high. This punt will come from the Bills from left to right. It will go with the win. It's a fake, and it goes right to DeMar Hamlin, who is the protector, runs it over the left side past the 30 and shy of the first down. The Chiefs run it well. DeMar Hamlin taken down on the punt fake. He did not get the first down. Tackle made at the 32. The Chiefs will take over deep in Buffalo territory.
We talked before the game, will somebody try to get an extra possession? I think Sean McDermott felt like we haven't stopped them all night long. We can't give them the ball back right now when they're up 3 points. Goes for it with DeMar Hamlin on the fake punt. Kansas City, alertly, Dave Taub, one of the best special teams coaches in the league, it didn't even come close to a first down.
First time Hamlin has touched the ball all season. He has played sparingly, some on special teams. And we all know his story well. So the fake punt did not work for the Bills, and the Chiefs take over at the Buffalo 32. Pistol formation, the shotgun snap to Mahomes, pitch out. It goes over the left side. Pacheco the 30, near sideline 25, breaks the tackle. Down the sideline 15, 10, 5, and knocked out of bounds at about the 2. Oh, Pacheco was a blur. Galloping down the near sideline. Blockers ahead. 27-yard run, and the Chiefs will have it 1st and goal to go.
Toss sweep. They had multiple tight ends in the game again. Great block by Blake Bell. And I'll tell you what, when Pacheco gets north and south, he's a friggin' load.
Lining up in the shotgun formation, the quarterback, Mahomes. Rice in the backfield, the wide receiver from the Buffalo 3. Shotgun snap. It's a pitch out. It's a run to the near side. It is grabbed on the play by Hardman. Ran to the pylon. Chiefs think he got across. He was hit. The ball was yard free. He and the ball were out of bounds at the 1. Or did the ball go in the end zone on a fumble?
If the ball went into the end zone with his impetus,
jet sweep.
The ball's out of the end zone, which will take it to the 20. They're going to have to look at this. His butt cheek was down, but I couldn't tell if the ball was out or not.
And so the challenge flag, the red challenge flag, the jet sweep pass, because he cut, Hardman did, running to the near side, and to the pylon, hit by Dodson.
He rolled over the top of Dotson. Possession of the ball.
The runner being down by
he's down and fumbled.
The goal line is being challenged by Buffalo.
You're right on his cheek, and one cheek equals 2 feet.
Correct.
And that ball went inside the pylon in the end zone on the near sideline, on the goal line pylon.
Yeah, it went through the end zone, meaning it's a touchback if they rule fumble.
This Close-Shave Instant Replay Review sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Choose Barbasol for a thick lather and close, comfortable shave. Barbasol, the American original for over 100 years. Better by Barbasol. Timeout, challenge on the field, 11:43 in the fourth. The Chiefs lead it 27-24, and you're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood 1.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The playoffs are here. Get all the action on the BetMGM app today. Take the excitement of football to the next level with same-game parlays, odds boost promos, and much more. Plus, every time you make a wager at BetMGM, you can earn BetMGM rewards points. Please gamble responsibly. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Back in Orchard Park, New York, 11:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Chiefs lead by 3. Fake punt failed by the Bills. Chiefs had it, and they got it down very close in a goal-to-go situation, and on a jet sweep pass to McCole Hardman coming to the near side. Mike, you take it from there because he was going toward the goal line, going toward the pylon.
Going right at the pylon. He was twisting over the body of a defender trying to reach the ball in the end zone, and Jordan Poyer, the safety, punched it out, and I thought right before his butt cheek hit the ground.
The ball came loose in the player's possession before it hit the ground. The ball then rolled through the end zone. It is a touchback. It's Buffalo's ball. First down.
Big play in the first turnover.
And what a critical turnover after the failed fake punt by Buffalo. Poyer knocks the ball loose. It rolls through the end zone. A lot of people don't like this rule, but as a former defensive player, I'm like, you know what? Every friggin' rule in the rule book is for the offense. I like this.
So McDermott, who is only 6 for 28 in his career in replay challenges, wins maybe the most important challenge of his career.
Agreed.
Right there. And they take it out to the 20 when it goes through the end zone like that. And the Chiefs have the first turnover, a fumble by Hardman, who has had a real up-and-down season. So here comes Allen. A golden opportunity for the Bills, dodging a bullet. 1st and 10, under center, got the snap, hands off to Cook, who's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Hidden by Drew, tranquil again, losing 5. They're back to the 15-yard line on the play. 2nd down, 15 to go. Poyer with the hit and the takeaway for the Buffalo Bills. They've got 33 takeaways this season. That is the most in the NFL.
Really good job, Kansas City. They don't want to give up any more gratuitous runs. They've already given up way too many. That's their 3rd or 4th negative tackle on a run play.
Loss of 4. Now they officially mark it back at the Buffalo 16 in the gun. Is Allen, 3 receivers left and 2 right. Looks into a 4-man front. 2nd down, 14 for the Bills. 4-man rush. Here's the shotgun snap. Crumbling pocket, shallow cross, little pass down the middle, and it is caught there by Shakir. And he only got out to about the 18-yard line, and he is hit, and he is down. He was hit hard on that shallow cross. Mike, you know how the congestion is in the middle, man. It is. They got bodies going every place, and he was whacked right there. And on the play, he picked up about 3 yards.
Yeah, McDuffie had him, and Reed came in with a big shot from the front side, and he's still down.
And you feel every hit even more when you've got temperatures like this, with the wind chill at about 11 right now. Timeout taken, 11:50 to go. We're in the 11:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 27-24 the Chiefs. Let's step aside with an injury timeout. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood 1.
Did you know cooking nuisance alarms are the #1 reason for disabling smoke alarms? Introducing First Alert Precision Detection Alarms. updated to the latest industry standards. These alarms feature new precision detection smoke alarm technology to help better distinguish cooking smoke and steam from a fire emergency while providing early warning in the event a fire breaks out. If it's time to replace your alarms or you're ready to upgrade, visit firstalert.com or your local Lowe's store to help protect what matters most.
Don't miss out on limited-time appliance deals during the closeout event at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an extra $100 when you spend $999 or more on all major appliances. Hurry, these deals are too good to last long. Shop in-store or online today, because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 1/4 through 1/24. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
Shop literally millions of new and used cars on AutoTrader. If you see a car on TV, driving by in your street, in your dreams, whenever really, pretty much any car you see, you can find one like it for sale on AutoTrader. Looking to buy a home? Get expert advice on finding the right home, making an offer, and the latest market trends from realtors. Listen to Real Estate Today at podcast.realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Welcome back. All right, Jimmy, our Army veteran, for $400. Are you ready to answer the next question?
Actually, I'm good.
Huh?
Well, I already earn and save $473 a year on average with Navy Federal Credit Union. So, yeah.
All members of the armed forces, all veterans, and their families can earn and save more every year with a Navy Federal membership. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA. Dollar value based on the 2022 Navy Federal Member Giveback Study.
Khalil Shakur has just run off the field and up the tunnel and into the locker room, and the Buffalo Bills will break huddle. It is 3rd down and 12. Kansas City fumbled at the 1 into the end zone and out, and Buffalo has it right here after Buffalo tried to fake punt and failed, and the Chiefs took over. Chiefs lead by 3, 3rd and 12, Bills at their own 18. 5 wide, shotgun formation. Here's a 5-man rush. They come from the side. Josh Allen cocks his arm, launches deep, far side, and caught on a dive on the sideline. Grabbed by Sherfield, and now they rule it no catch. No catch at the Chiefs 35 on the numbers down the far side of the field. Boy, it rolled, and we can see it on the replay. Correct call. Well, he couldn't see because it happened so fast as he rolled on top of it. After it looked like Mikey may have snared that pass.
Yeah, he had a couple steps. And remember, it's 3rd and 12, so this is an all-or-nothing deep shot. Had 2 steps on the corner.
All right, Sam Martin now in punting formation from inside his Buffalo 5. The wind will be at his back. Punt will come from the Bills from left to right. Richie James at the Kansas City 40. Bad hamstring and all. Belt high, long snap. Right-footed punt off the side of his foot and short and bounces out of bounds, and it had no hang time, no distance. Out of bounds at the Chiefs 43. And Martin, who is hobbling off the field, hamstring clearly is a factor there. Down to the field, live Benedetti.
Sam Martin is indeed handling. I'm sorry, Kevin. It is cold out here. I know
it's cold, Benedetti.
He is most definitely struggling a bit. Also struggling is me. Also struggling. Joe Thuney for the Chiefs is questionable with a chest injury, and Khalil Shakir is questionable with a shoulder injury.
Wow, that's a lot, and they're falling like flies. 1st and 10, shotgun snap, and a quick throw by Mahomes, and caught at the 40 by Rice, who spun off a defender at the 45 and twirls his way on the far side of the field to the 49 of Kansas City on a quick hitter, a 6 on a pass that was thrown, Mike, laterally.
Yeah, and this Rice is a big physical kid. 3 of the last 7 games, he's had 100-yard games. He had an 8 for 130 and a touchdown a week ago in the wild card. You can tell Patrick trusts him.
Approaching 10 to play. Chiefs lead by 3, and they've got the ball on the logo. They've got right now a 2nd down and 4. Shotgun snap, pitch out. Pacheco coming to the near side, running laterally, can't turn the corner, and brought down by Dodson again. He's played a big game. They knock him down at the 47 of the Chiefs, and he loses about a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and long for Kansas City. Clock is ticking at 9:50. The Chiefs lead it 27-24.
Huge play by Dotson, who's had a big game defending the run. 3rd and 6. They've got to get pressure on Mahomes. He's gotten the ball out quickly all day long.
Allegretti has taken the place of the All-Pro left guard Tooney for the Chiefs. Clock is stopped.
Please set the play clock to 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
And the Chiefs going into the wind in their white jerseys and red pants with the wind chill at about 11 degrees. On the logo at their own 47. 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6. Mahomes in the gun. The snap is knee-high. Drifts back 4. Short pass incomplete at the 47 on the numbers in Buffalo territory with Rasul Douglas shadowing Rashee Rice. Incomplete. 4th down. Will they leave the offense on the field?
I'm watching Mahomes. He does not want to leave.
But boy, he's got a long way to go.
Yeah, it would be
and a flag has been thrown as well. And that was a late flag. Wow. It's a late flag. It may be on Rasul Douglas.
Micah Hyde's going berserk.
Oh, there was a chip there by a linebacker, Dorian Williams. The rookie. And it's on the Bills, and the clock at 9:26. And this penalty could keep this Chiefs drive alive. They lead by 3. The discussion on the field, Sean Hockey.
Pass interference. Defense number 42. Ball would be the spot of the foul. It's a first down.
You know, I hate that kind of call, but it's the right call. Receiver Rice is trying to make a break. The rookie 3rd-round pick out of Tulane takes a shot at him, which gives Rasul Douglas a chance to get back on top of the route.
And Williams has taken the place of the backup A.J. Klein, who's taken the place of the starter Bernard. They're 3 deep, and the rookie just committed the penalty, and it's a first down for the Chiefs at the 50.
Who's taken the place of Matt Milano.
You're 4 deep. All right, Mahomes is under center, and a timeout taken by Kansas City. Now they've got 2.
Wow. We hate to see that.
Mahomes is saying, what's going on? Reed took the timeout. Clock at 9:26. But the Chiefs have a first down at the 50-yard line, leading by 3. With Mike Mayock, Kevin Harlan, we're in Orchard Park, New York, in the Grainger broadcast booth with the windows open and the cold air slapping us in the face. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger offering over 1 million industrial-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. 27-24 the Chiefs. They've got a first down on a penalty by a rookie linebacker for Buffalo. On the logo, Mahomes is crouched under center with a couple tight ends. The snap, the spin, the fake. He rolls to the numbers. He's now being chased. He cocks his arm. He's being chased by Miller, and he throws it away as he comes close to the far sideline, running into his own bench, and may have just grazed the shoulder of Andy Reid on that run.
That was supposed to be a throwback screen, but it was covered easily by Buffalo. It was supposed to come all the way back to Pacheco on the left side. Really good job by Von Miller staying home when they tried to expand to the right and pushed him out of bounds.
Clock at 9:20 in the 4th, and the Chiefs lead by 3. And at the midfield, 50-yard line marker, 2nd down and 10 for Mahomes, who backpedals in the gun. It's a low snap. He drifts back. Line drive throw low and uncatchable at the 45. He was looking for Valdez-Scantling, who's had a big game for the Chiefs. He was right outside the hash. It was thrown to his shoe tops and wide. It's 3rd and 10 for the Chiefs from the 50.
Huge play right here, right now.
Gigantic.
3rd and 10 from the 50. You can hear the decibel level in here. They've got their best pass rushers in the game. Kevin, we haven't heard a thing from Ed Oliver tonight. He needs to make a play.
Edwards-Helaire is the back. Mahomes is in the gun at the 50 on the logo. 3rd and 10. Low snap. Drops back. Right tackle block. Being flushed on the numbers. Cocks his arm. Runs to the 45. Broke a tackle. Runs to the 50. Runs to the far sideline and down. The Buffalo defense is held. Only a gain of 2 on the far sideline, Mahomes.
Great coverage on the back end allowed a relentless pass rush. He had plenty of time early. He wanted Kelsey. He was covered. When he brought the ball down, Leonard Floyd continued after him all the way to the sidelines. Nothing Mahomes could do. Greg Rousseau kept after him and brought him down.
Here's the Chiefs' first punt tonight.
Oh, jeez.
Tommy Townsend will punt into the wind. Hardy is back. Belt high long snap. Right-footed punt is high. It's end over end. Looking into the lights. Hardy lets it bounce in back of him, and it kicks in the end zone on a touchback. He only had 5 touchbacks all season.
Wow.
And that's coming at the worst time for number 6 right there. The Bills will take over at the 20. They trail by 3 with 2 timeouts. 8:23 to go. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Progressive, we love sports and saving you money, so we bundled them together.
2 seconds left on the clock, third field goal range, and it looks like he's going to go with a 5-iron. No, wait. The quarterback is skating back on the ice. He's talking with his caddy. They're pulling the goalie. He skates off the fairway as the kicker lines off his putt. It's a breakaway. They bundled their home and auto insurance with Progressive. Touchdown savings, birdie goal.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Don't miss out on limited time appliance deals during the closeout event at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an extra $100 when you spend $999 or more on all major appliances. Hurry, these deals are too good to last long. Shop in-store or online today, because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 1/4 through 1/24. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
Business has always been about turning a profit, making money. But can it stand for something more? Something beyond dollars and cents? We think so. We think that today, business has a higher calling, a purpose to be fair and just, to do right by their workers, customers, communities, and the environment. And it turns out companies successful doing that also do better for their bottom line. When you see the Just Capital seal, it means this company is a force for good. Visit justcapital.com to learn more.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
NFL playoffs continue next Sunday with the conference championships presented by Intuit TurboTax. Rich teams will punch their ticket to Super Bowl 58. Visit NFL.com/schedule for more information. Well, Mike, 8:23 to go. The Bills down by 3. They've got the ball at the 20. They've got the wind at their back and 2 timeouts.
All you can ask for if you're Josh Allen, you want to make you want to end this thing, you want to climb the mountain, now's the time, Josh.
He's under center with the 1st and 10. Everybody's in tight. Receiver in motion. He gets the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's back 7. Winds up. Long pass. Arching spiral down the near side. It's broken up incomplete. At the 25 for Diggs. It was that close. Incomplete deep in Chiefs territory on a long throw by Josh Allen.
And they finally force one down the field to Diggs. It's a tiny bit underthrown, but the ball's right in his hands.
He had it.
He had every opportunity to finish that catch. Reed did not do anything to disrupt it. He just couldn't handle the catch.
2nd down and 10. Clock at 8:16. And Josh Allen will be in the shotgun formation at his side, the running back Cook. Looking into 5 in the secondary. Shotgun snap from his own 20. Line drive throw. Caught near side. Looks like Kincaid's got it on the 25 on the near sideline. Caught it belt high. Wrestled down at the 27. He picks up 7 on the play. Mike, 3rd and 3 for the Bills, who trail by 3. We just crossed the 8-minute mark of the 4th quarter.
And Kevin, you mentioned at one of the last timeouts, where's Dalton Kincaid been? They got to get the football to him, and you're right. Gifted first-round rookie tight end.
He's been such a big part of their big explosive pass plays over the last 3 weeks. Allen will be in the gun. He's shy of his own 28. It's a 3rd down and 3. 5 wide, looks into the nickel, shotgun snap and a quick throw, and it's caught by Knox. Tight end, 28, runs to the far side, 30, fumbled the ball. It's loose and rolling and out of bounds, and Knox is down. Hit hard and on his back, and he picked up 4. He got to the 31. He got the first down, but Knox is down. The big tight end on the far side of the field caught it and was hit hard on the play by L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah, his left shoulder, I believe, or his right shoulder came down really hard. The ball came out late.
And there's a Chiefs player down. That's Sneed.
Oh, boy.
Sneed is down holding on to his left leg, it looks like, on that far sideline and helped to his feet. But now getting up and staying in the game. They didn't look at him. He was just down there, and he said, I'm fine. I'm just catching my breath. And he walks back to the defensive huddle. They did get a first down. They picked up 4 in the short pass to the tight end of the Buffalo Bills.
Now, they haven't taken advantage of the legs of Josh Allen in the second half like they did in the first. Give KC some credit. They've done a nice job with 3-man rushes and spies, but I think Josh Allen has got to take it on himself in the rest of this game and say, hey, I'm going to win this thing or I'm going to lose it.
They're in the shotgun formation with the first and down from their own 31. Clock ticking at 7:15 in the fourth. They trail by 3. Shotgun snap, fake handoff to Cook, throws outside to Kincaid, broke a tackle 30 on the numbers near side, 35 and takes it out to the 38. Brought down by the linebacker Nick Bolton. It was a catch and run on a short lateral throw to the tight end of 8 yards by the Buffalo Bills, and they put him just shy of the 40 of Buffalo.
Run play tagged with a bubble screen. Went with the screen. Really good perimeter blocks by Sherfield and Shakir.
Breaking huddle again. Wind at their back. Clock at 6:44. Trailing by 3. Allen is in the gun. Second down and 2. Shy of their own 40. Shotgun snap. Handoff fake to Cook. Allen runs over the left tackle on the fake. Goes by the 40. Got to the hash mark. Hit the 42. And then was driven backwards, and the crowd didn't like it. But he picked up 4, and he got a first down. He got out to the 43 of the Bills. They'll move the chains again. The clock is hitting now. 6:15 and ticking here in the fourth.
Second time in the fourth quarter, zone read. He kept the football on the keep. And I'll tell you what, this Shamari Connor, the rookie, 4th-round pick from Virginia Tech, it's not too big for him. He likes this game. Very physical, tough safety.
Shakir is back in the game, although he just left the field, but he was back in for that play. Good news right there at the receiving position for Buffalo. First and 10, the Bills 43. Shotgun formation, there's the snap with an empty backfield. It's a short throw up the middle and incomplete, looking for Diggs, who is cracked by Reed on the hash mark at the 47 of Buffalo. Little pass up the middle. It's incomplete. With that incompletion, the clock is stopped at 5:47 with the Chiefs leading 27-24.
Trying to get the ball to their premier receiver there. The ball needed to be thrown more inside. He let him low and ahead, and it was a big hit by the safety. And that's really not what you want on your premier receiver, Stephon Diggs.
They're looking at the starting tight end, Dawson Knox. He's in the blue tent and checking for a head injury. It's second down and 10 from the Buffalo 43 for Josh Allen. He's in the shotgun. He gets the high snap, pulls it down, lines right through to the numbers, almost picked off, incomplete. McDuffie jumping right in front of the wide receiver, Diggs. At the 50 on the painted numbers on the field, it's incomplete. Now it'll be third down with 5:44 to go in the game, and the Chiefs leading by 3.
That's why McDuffie's an all-pro, not a Pro Bowler, an all-pro. Second year in the league, jumps the route, made it look like he was going deep outside and jumped the short route.
Murray is the back. He's at the side of the quarterback, Josh Allen. Third and 10. Bills at their 43, looking into the nickel. Shotgun snap. 5-man rush. He'll run the middle of the 40. On the hash mark to 45. He was hit and fumbled the ball. It's loose. It's loose, and the Bills have recovered on a bouncing ball at the 50. Allen was hit and coughed it up, and the Bills recovered it. Spencer Brown, the right tackle, jumped on it and saved it for Buffalo.
Don't know if he was down or not. The ball's out before his knee's down. That was a legit fumble. One of the Chiefs tried to pick it up instead of fall on it, and great hustle from the backside, as Kevin said, from the right tackle, Spencer Brown.
4th and 3. Huge play from the 50 for the Bills. Clock is ticking at 5 minutes to play. They trail by 3. It's Allen in the gun, receiver Shakir in motion. Allen shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, backpedals, throws to Shakir, far side, 50, far sideline, 45, first down, run out of bounds, angling to the far side after the hip-high catch at the Kansas City 40. On 4th and 3, a catch and run of 10, a Buffalo first down to the Chiefs' 40-yard line, clock at 4:46.
And they run the motion with Shakir across and then back behind the quarterback and then back again to the near sideline. He had nobody anywhere near him when he caught the ball out in the wide flat. Really good call by Joe Brady.
Chiefs lead it by 3. Bills are now at the Kansas City 40. Allen is in the gun. Cook at his side. 3 wide. Looking into the nickel. Shotgun snap. Sidearm throw. Caught by Kincaid. 40 on the numbers. Down to the Kansas City 35. Running on the near side. Blockers ahead. He picks up 6 on the play. Got inside the Kansas City 35. It'll be second down and 4. The clock at 4:30 and ticking here in the 4th.
They were in their 2 tight end set there with both Knox and Kincaid. A set they really like. They're back in with their run group now. The extra tackle, Sherfield the wideout. This is where they scream, hey, we're going to run the football. Sooner or later, it's going to have to be a play action, take a shot off this personnel grouping.
Everybody in tight. Second down 4. Bills at the Kansas City 34. There's the snap under center. The handoff to Cook. He dances right. He cuts left. He tries to go right again, and he is stoned at the line of scrimmage. There's no gain on the play. There's no gain, and the clock is ticking out of 3:54 with the Bills down by 3, but moving, Mike, from their 20 all the way to the Kansas City 34 here in the 4th quarter.
They trail by 3. You get the feeling that if they want, it's all 4-down territory at this point. Kick a field goal, tie the game, but we've already, they've seen that a couple of years ago with 13 seconds left, what Patrick Mahomes can do in a tie game in 13 seconds.
Empty in the backfield. Here's the quarterback, Allen. Now he brings Cook back there with him at the Kansas City 34. Third down 4 for the Bills. Clock is at 3:20 and ticking. Shotgun snap, backpedaling 3, left tackle block, line drive throw, backpedaling catch on the 30 at Kansas City, and backpedaling down with Sherfield. He got to the Kansas City 27. It's another first down. It's a short gain of 7 yards on 3rd and 4. A pinpoint throw. First and 10 Bills. Clock is now passing the 3-minute mark with the Bills trailing by 3.
Get the feeling that Buffalo is throwing everything within about 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. A lot of respect for that Kansas City defensive backfield.
In the shotgun, Chiefs 27. Josh Allen, the Bills quarterback, with the 1st and 10. The snap is there. The handoff to Cook. He dances over the center, tries to plow his way down. He got about a yard. He's at the Kansas City 26, Mike, on a gain of 1. And the clock now at 2:31, 2:30, with the Chiefs holding on to a 27-24 lead.
Put yourself in Joe Brady's shoes, right, Kev? And you're sitting there, you're going, okay, Kansas City has 2 timeouts left, and we have the 2-minute warning coming up, right? So you want to score a touchdown, but how quickly do you want to score one?
All right, we've reached the 2-minute warning. The clock is ticking down, and the Chiefs are trying to hold on to a 3-point lead. Buffalo is on the move. They're deep in Kansas City territory. Chiefs 27-24, leading the Bills, who are threatening right now. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Attention, attention. I'm calling on the trendsetters and the underdogs, the disruptors and the slept-on, the ones who've been told they're too much. Welcome to NFL Flag. In this game, there's a position for everyone. No matter who you are, just bring it. Get ready to run, throw, jump, and fly. This game is our game. Let's play. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league and get playing today.
Looking to buy a home? Get expert advice on finding the right home, making an offer, and the latest market trends from realtors. Listen to Real Estate Today at podcast.realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Feeling great starts with a great shave. And great shaves start with Barbasol Shaving Cream. For whatever your day brings, start it off right with the American original, Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Barbasol. When something happens to your car, you might say, what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at scheduleacovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Just Capital is an independent nonprofit that helps Wall Street make the world a better place. They measure and track which companies are doing the best job in supporting American communities. Find out more at justcapital.com. Mike, the 2-minute warning. The Bills with timeouts. They trail by 3. They're now at the Kansas City. Where are they putting them? The ball is at the Kansas City 26. Second down and 9.
Done a great job, as I said, of taking the quarterback out of the run game, except for that 8-yard scramble with the fumble at the end of it in this drive. They're having trouble pushing the ball down the field. Everything's a short pass. They got to find a way for one of these wideouts to win down the field.
Chiefs 26, Allen in the gun, 5 wide, looks into the nickel, second down 9, Chiefs 26. Allen pointing out his protections. He's in the gun, right foot ahead of his left, shotgun snap, left tackle block, winds up long line drive in the end zone and incomplete, and he undershot Shakir under the goalpost, who was wide open right down the middle, incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 9 coming up for the Bills.
He had 2 guys wide open there, Shakir, and part of that, the reason he underthrew it is Deion Dawkins got pushed into his lap by Chris Jones, so he wasn't able to follow through. He also had Stephon Diggs wide open on the shallow. He had 2 guys wide open, and they go 0 for 2.
Here he lines up in the gun again, 3rd down and 9 from the Kansas City 26. 4 wide, looks into the nickel. Here's the tight end in motion. Allen, shotgun snap, drops back 5, left tackle block, flush from the pocket, runs to the numbers, pointing for a block, throws down the near sideline, incomplete in the end zone. Looking for Diggs, 5 yards deep, down the near sideline. It's 4th and 9, and they're going to go for 3 and try to tie it with 1:47 to go in regulation.
And I think they have to go for 3. It's 4th and 9. It's too much. Really good coverage on the back end. The opportunity, Kev, was on the previous play. The 2nd and 9, they had 2 guys wide open, didn't take advantage of it. Now they got to try and kick a field goal.
Tyler Bass will try a 44-yard field goal to tie. The wind at his back. The snap is good. The ball put down. The kick is up and no good. Wide right. Wide right. The Bills kicker missed a field goal. Wide right. Jubilation for the Chiefs sideline. 1:43 to go. Bass missing wide right from 44.
He pushed it right. It looked like he wanted it to hook in from the right post, and I don't know if it was the wind or he mishit it, but it just violently moved right like a slice in golf.
Each team with 2 timeouts, 1:43 to go. Chiefs are holding on to a 27-24 lead. They'll have the ball taking over on the missed 44-yard field goal at their own 34. A lot of time left, but that was a gut punch that I don't know that the Bills can survive. In the pistol, the shotgun snap, the hand to Pacheco over the right tackle, breaking a tackle on the hash mark 38. He staggers by the 40, on the hash mark to the 42 of Kansas City. It's a gain of 8 the hard way, and a timeout taken by the Bills. The clock at 1:37. Wow. Along with Mike Mayock and Didi Kinkabwala, Kevin Harlan here on Westwood 1. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Wow.
I'm out of breath.
I am too, and I cannot believe he missed that kick, because before the game he was virtually perfect from this distance and beyond with the wind at his back.
Last week he had a field goal block, and he shanked a short field goal.
Mahomes will be under center. He'll be at his own 42 at the second, two. He gets the snap, spins, hands Pacheco over the right guard on the hash, digs and falls through the first down at the 45 of Kansas City. The Chiefs have gotten the first down, and Buffalo's going to take a timeout.
That's their last one.
This is amazing. Wow. A first down run by the hard-charging Pacheco. At the 45, they've got it. The Bills can't stop the clock.
Correct. Chris Jones waving goodbye to the crowd. He's now dodging snowballs.
The Chiefs have a first down at their 45, and the Bills cannot stop the clock with 1:30 to go. That's it.
Look, you got to give Kansas City a ton of credit. They have not been a great offensive team this year, yet they come in to hostile territory in a big-time playoff game. They make the plays like they seem to do every year.
Wow. They take the snap. He goes to a knee. The clock is ticking. The Bills can't stop it. The Chiefs are celebrating on their sideline. Clock is ticking down to 1:15. We've had 5 lead changes in this game, and the Chiefs are going to go to the AFC Championship game. This is amazing.
And Patrick Mahomes could not have played a more clean game. You're talking about 17 for 23, 215 yards, scrambled when he needed to, and their defense came up large in the second half.
There's the snap. He goes to a knee. The clock is ticking. One more snap, and it's all she wrote. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Clock is at 40 seconds. The Kansas City Chiefs on the road for the first time in the playoffs with this quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, are going to win it. There's the snap. He goes to a knee. It's 4th down, and that is it. The bench is empty. The Chiefs have gone on the road and won in frigid Orchard Park, New York, in a game that had 5 lead changes, in one of the great quarterback matchups we have seen with Mahomes against Allen. The clock now at 3, at 2, at 1, and 0's on the clock, and it's over. The Chiefs are going to a 6th consecutive AFC championship. They'll take on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens next week on Westwood One. What a win on the road. And complete silence in this building. Stunned silence. Mike, I tell you, we've called some games together, but this one, and you set up the Josh Allen drive to end the game and the missed field goal so well. Everything about him is going to be attached to Mahomes, as it is with Lamar Jackson. And these 3 quarterbacks will be joined throughout the rest of their careers, yet Mahomes has come up every single time in the postseason over Josh Allen and the Bills, and they win it tonight, and they're going to the AFC Championship game, beating Buffalo 27-24.
And I think the marriage of Mahomes with Andy Reid is another factor. Andy Reid's a Hall of Fame coach. That was his 40th postseason game. He'll have 41 next week. Bill Belichick's the only one that has more at 44. It'll be his 11th conference championship game. Belichick has 13. Tom Landry has 12. I think that marriage, when they traded up and drafted Patrick Mahomes, is what cemented this franchise as one of the top 2 or 3 franchises in the league over the last decade.
Chiefs over the last 4 seasons have played in 3 Super Bowls, are going to get another chance with the AFC Championship game next week in Baltimore against Lamar Jackson, beating Buffalo tonight by 3, live to the field in Aditi.
Travis, so I guess it's not that bad coming on the road for a playoff game.
You know what? I got a lot of respect for not only this team, this organization, this fan base. It was an unbelievable environment. Just really proud of the guys that I came here with to fight through it and get a win there in the 4th quarter. It felt great.
5 lead changes. Did it indeed feel a little bit like a basketball game?
No, it just felt like a Bills-Chiefs game, baby. It's always a good one.
So you're talking about the fans. There was a certain shirtless fan up in your box. Did your brother ever surprise you?
My brother was shirtless? No, it doesn't surprise me one bit. Doesn't surprise me one bit. I love that guy. And every time we're not on the field together, we're always rooting for each other.
These have been your two best games of the season as a team in general. Patrick has been playing flawless. What's working? What have you turned on so well?
I think everybody's playing great ball together and playing it for each other right now. It's a great feeling when it all comes together like it did tonight.
All right, last one. One thought on the Ravens?
Yeah, I mean, one of the best teams. They got the number 1 seed in the AFC for a reason, and it's going to be our biggest challenge yet. Right now, we're pretty excited that we get the advance.
All right, it should be warmer there. Thanks, Travis.
Good job.
All right, so the Kansas City Chiefs on the road have survived and won and go to a 6th consecutive AFC championship game. The previous 5 all in Kansas City. This one will be next Sunday in Baltimore.
Before we get to that, two old guys just having a chat, right?
Yeah.
When that ball went wide right, what were you thinking?
I was thinking of the Super Bowl.
You thinking Scott Norwood?
I was Scott Norwood in
Had
the
to
Super
be,
Bowl.
right? I'm just sitting here going, oh my gosh.
You've got to be kidding me. And I'm looking at the fans, and you know, they really thought since Allen arrived and McDermott took over, and this team has been so good with 10-win season plus after 10-win season plus, and they cannot get past the Chiefs. They just cannot, and they lost to them in the AFC Championship game at Arrowhead a couple years ago. You know, they beat them in the regular season, but come playoff time, it's the third loss in the playoffs to the Chiefs, and this time on their home turf.
Kansas City expects to win every playoff game it plays. Buffalo hopes they're going to win one. It's just a different mentality right now, and until you get over that mountain, it doesn't. You got to conquer it. It's so hard, so hard.
You've said it all, Mike. You've said it all. The Chiefs win it in a dramatic game. A missed field goal 44 yards late by Tyler Bass could have tied the game on a good-looking drive by the quarterback Allen, but once again the Bills come up short. Chiefs 27, Bills 24. AFC Championship game next week is set. Ravens Chiefs in Baltimore right here on Westwood One. When we come back, the award-winning Scott Graham rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the post-game report. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers today. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all three. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Scott Graham in our Westwood One studios. Following playoff football, the divisional round is wrapped, and we absolutely did save the best for last. You know it would be when the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills get together in the postseason. There's going to be drama. There's going to be fine quarterback play. There's going to be some memorable things that happen over the course of time. We've got a lot to cover with you here right now, and we are going to move you through it as quickly as we can for an awful lot that happened over those 60 minutes of football. Each of these teams scored for the first time virtue of the field goal. Tyler Bass, a 27-yarder midway through the first quarter at the end of the first drive for the Bills. Harrison Butker added a 47-yarder on the next possession for Kansas City. We had a 3-3 game going to the second quarter, but at that point, the Bills were in the middle of a drive, an 11-play, 75-yard march, with Josh Allen showing all that he's capable of doing as a quarterback, including what he might be best at to cap it.
The ball at the 5 of the Chiefs. Allen is in the gun, keeping his hands warm and pockets on his jersey. Kansas City 5, second and 3. He'll pump fake a pass. He'll run. He'll break a tackle. 5 over the left tackle. Touchdown! Allen runs it in himself. The Bills have scored the game's first touchdown. Allen on a 5-yard touchdown run. A pump fake and a drive, and people picking up snow and throwing it like confetti in the air.
Extra point for Tyler Bass was good. It was 10-3 early second. Kansas City was struggling to try to get the ball once they had it in the red zone into the end zone. This was a common theme for them when the offense wasn't working throughout a portion of the year, in fact, including last week against the Dolphins. Harrison Butker, a 29-yard field goal on the ensuing possession to cut the lead to 10-6. But then Kansas City's defense stood up, and the offense broke through in a quick drive late in the second quarter. 5 plays and 65 yards. And a very, very familiar combination gave the Chiefs the lead.
Mahomes looks at a 4-man front. Arms outstretched. Shotgun snap. Running back block. Mahomes wide open. Long pass, far side, backpedaling. Spinning touchdown catch at the goal line. Kelsey. He could not have been more wide open. A touchdown reception by the spinning all-pro tight end of 21 yards. And the Chiefs have taken their first lead tonight. 3.5 to play in the half.
Travis Kelce catching the touchdown pass that tied the combo of Mahomes and Kelce for the all-time postseason lead in touchdowns. Travis looked up at the stands after throwing the ball and gave the heart sign to his shirtless brother, his mom, and the lady that he sees. 13-10 after the extra point, but the Bills were not done. In fact, on the ensuing possession, they marched 12 plays and 75 yards. Wanting the lead back before halftime, Josh Allen gave it to them.
Cook is the back, in the gun. Allen at the 2 of the Chiefs, first and goal. Trailing by 3. Allen moves his receiver. There's the shotgun snap, the fake pitch, and a run by Allen. He'll bulldoze in for his second rushing touchdown tonight for the Bills, who have taken a lead before halftime. And the snow thrown in the air. 26 seconds to go in the half, and a second rushing touchdown by Bills quarterback Josh Allen.
Keeping track of the lead changes here, 17-13. That was your score at halftime. Remember, in that epic game they played 2 years ago, there were 5 lead changes. Before this was done, there would also be 5 lead changes. Third quarter began with Kansas City looking like they had found another offensive gear. The Chiefs did a very good job in spots of mixing up the pass and the run, and with their first drive of the third quarter, it took them only 6 plays to go 75 yards, and with Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes to move into first place all time.
3 tight ends, under center Mahomes, the snap, the spin, back pedals and throws, caught by Kelce, gets a block, runs to the far sideline, stiff arms his way to the 2, goes to the pylon, and it is... They gave him the touchdown. They gave him the touchdown on a delayed call. Kelce with his second touchdown reception tonight. And the Chiefs have taken the lead on another lead change, 19-17, early in the third.
16th touchdown hookup in the postseason all time for Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, breaking a tie with Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, well ahead now of Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. The extra point, it was a 20-17 game, and Kansas City was beginning to assert itself defensively. The Bills weren't seeing things come as quickly or as easily in terms of their offense. Well, they put an end to that on the ensuing drive. It took them a while to get down the field. This was an extended drive, and it took a lot of Josh Allen's best work to move his team in 15 plays and nearly 8.5 minutes. His best work came, though, throwing a precision pass that ultimately got the Bills the lead back.
Josh Allen, the Buffalo quarterback, gets the shotgun snap, drifts back 3, running to the near side, running to the numbers, throws on the run, to the pylon, caught by Shakir. Touchdown! Touchdown! Shakir on the near side, pylon at the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo! Recapturing the lead on a 13-yard touchdown pass by Allen.
18.5 minutes left to go in this game, and after the extra point, Buffalo led 24-20. And if you're just joining us, the drama was really kind of just starting. The fourth quarter began at the end of another Chiefs extended drive. This one 8 plays and 75 yards. Took 4 minutes off the clock. And once again, Patrick Mahomes orchestrating things. Isaiah Pacheco running hard the entire way, including the final 4 yards.
At the 4, first and goal, deep in Buffalo territory. Mahomes in the gun. 4-man front. There's the shotgun snap. Handoff Pacheco. Knifing his way. Touchdown. He gets in over the left guard. He just had a burst, and it gives Kansas City 6. Touchdown run. Isaiah Pacheco. That's the 5th lead change, and the Chiefs lead it 26-24.
Now, if you've been paying attention to what I've said, you might already know how this thing ends. The extra point was 27-24, the score. Almost the full fourth quarter left to go. And this is when high drama kicked in this game. The Bills got the ball back, and the Chiefs stopped them on 3rd down and short. So, Buffalo was set up to punt the football away. But they took note of the Chiefs only having 10 players on the field and checked to a fake at the line of scrimmage. They snapped the ball to, are you ready for this? Damar Hamlin, of all people. And Hamlin, running to the left side, was stopped short of the first down. That gave Kansas City their best opportunity of the ball game, and they had an opportunity to cash in when on the first play, Isaiah Pacheco took it 29 yards down inside the 5. Pacheco came back out of the game. They went to a different ball carrier to try to find the end zone and found something entirely different.
From the Buffalo 3, shotgun snap. It's a pitch out. It's a run to the near side. It is grabbed on the play by Hardman. Ran to the pylon. Chiefs think he got across. He was hit. The ball was yard 3. He and the ball were out of bounds at the 1. Or did the ball go in the end zone on a fumble?
If the ball went into the end zone with his impetus, the ball's out of the end zone, which will take it to the 20. They're going to have to look at this. His butt cheek was down, but I couldn't tell if the ball was out or not.
Well, Mike, it took them a long time to figure that out upstairs as well. They took a lot of looks at it, and as it turned out, the ball had been shaken free by Jordan Poyer just before Hardman's leg or butt hit the ground, and the ball was fumbled out of the back of the end zone, which meant Kansas City missed the opportunity to go up 2 scores. The fumble was out of the back of the end zone, and that meant a touchback. Buffalo football. We had ourselves a different ball game. Now, the Bills had opportunities in this one, and ultimately, their final opportunity came as they drove into Chiefs territory. This is as time is winding down in the ball game, and the wind is blowing all over Highmark Stadium. The Bills missed on a wide-open opportunity in the end zone. Josh Allen misfired on a couple of balls, and frankly, the Bills dropped a couple of balls that Josh Allen threw on the deep side in the fourth quarter. But he missed one major opportunity on 2nd down, then on 3rd down, tried for Stephon Diggs in the near side of the end zone and missed. That meant it was set up for a field goal attempt to try to tie the game. Under the 2-minute mark left to go, Kansas City also had timeouts, and we're going to get the football back anyway. But first, the Bills needed to get the game tied. It was time for the Wrangler highlight of the game.
44-yard field goal to tie. The wind at his back. The snap is good. The ball put down. The kick is up and no good. Wide right. Wide right. The Bills kicker missed the field goal. Wide right. Jubilation for the Chiefs sideline. 1:43 to go.
Unbelievable. Highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. 75 years of history and still blazing trails. Check out Wrangler.com today to discover new styles and all the latest denim trends. Wrangler for the ride of life. What Buffalo Bills fan did not flash back to Super Bowl 25 and Scott Norwood from 47 yards away for the game winner, missing, wide to the right. Ultimately, the Chiefs got the key first down to run out the clock, and they do it again to the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs, hanging on for a 27-24 win. Kansas City is going to Baltimore next week for the AFC Championship game. We're going to continue, but first let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 58.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
What a ball game, what drama, and what a matchup this is between these two teams. You want to make sure you see them play every year. Buffalo, as Kevin pointed out earlier, has it on Kansas City in the regular season. And P.S., they will play in the regular season again next year. But Everybody waits for the postseason games that seem to turn into one instant classic after another. I'm Scott Graham with more on tonight's game. Let's go back to Highmark Stadium and rejoin the guys who called the action, who we hope have their breath by now, Kevin Harlan and Mike Mayock. Guys?
Thanks, Scott. It was the matchup, Mike, of the two most dominant teams in the NFL the last 5 years. Each had made the playoffs each season. They've met before twice, Chiefs winning twice, and then they met today. And I think the Bills had this feeling like it's setting up. The Chiefs are not at the top of their game. They did win the division. They did win 11 games. They did win the week before against Miami and Frigid Arrowhead. But surely this has got to be our time. And they were wide right, and they missed it.
And we started the whole conversation pregame talking about if you're Buffalo and you do want to get to the top of this mountain called the Super Bowl, a Super Bowl win, be one of those teams, you've got to get through your nemesis. And the nemesis has been Kansas City. And now I think they felt like the first two playoff games were at Kansas City. It was going to be different today, to your point. In one of the most exciting games I've ever been around. Like usual, Kansas City expects to make plays, and they did at the biggest times. And Kansas City rolls on. Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes, to me, is a marriage made in heaven, and I take my hat off to the whole organization.
There's something about knowing how to win. You referred to it often during the game. The Chiefs have that look. They've been down this road. They know where every turn is. They know what's around every corner.
Yep.
Buffalo has not been that far, but clearly that played a role, I thought, as this game was unwinding.
I really do believe, and the hardest part of the whole thing is getting over this nemesis. And then all of a sudden things look differently. But you get there in the fourth quarter and you start to look around with each other and you kind of go, nobody says it, but you're thinking, really? Is this going to happen again? And Kansas City's on the other side saying, we got this. This is easy. And they did.
We talked about the battle between Mahomes and Allen, and that was the headline coming in, and it's been, compared to other great matchups, Brady, Manning, and on down the line, and we all get that, and you set it up so beautifully tonight in the fourth, about 8:23, I think, was on the clock, and the Bills had it, and they worked their way methodically downfield. Clock was worked well. They were in position. They just couldn't get the first down. And so on fourth down, they brought out this kid to try this 44-yard field goal with the wind at his back. And in pregame warm-ups, he was terrific going to this end of the field. But he missed, as you heard, wide right. And I think you said this is where reputations are made, and this is where you build on whatever legacy you're going to leave. And the fact of the matter is that Allen has not beaten Mahomes, and Allen had a chance to really snuff that narrative out.
And I'm not putting it all on Josh Allen.
No.
Obviously, when you're the quarterback and you're a Pro Bowl, all-pro type guy, everything's on your shoulders. But I hate the fact that it came down to a missed field goal for the entire franchise. I hate that more than anything. I'd much rather have that come down to 4th and 3 instead of 4th and 9, and they go for it. And Josh Allen either makes a play or he doesn't. But I hate the fact that it comes down to, in everybody's mind, Tyler Bass. And let's be honest, Kansas City defensively made some adjustments at halftime. They spied the quarterback more. They took his legs out of the game in the second half. And I really think when I go back and watch the tape this week, I'm going to see that their wide receivers could not win individually one-on-one. They couldn't push the ball down the field at all.
All right, let's quickly look ahead now to next week and talk about Lamar Jackson and Baltimore, the most consistent team, surely all season long in the AFC. They really didn't hit a trough. They're the number 1 seed. They're going to host, and they're going to be facing Kansas City, which will be in the AFC Championship game for the 6th consecutive season. Only New England has done it more. They've done it 8 times. The Chiefs now with the 6th time in the big game. How do you, early thoughts on just Jackson against Mahomes, Ravens against the Chiefs?
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of John Harbaugh and their GM, Eric DeCosta, and Ozzie Newsome. I think they're some of the most consistent people in football. And when you say to me, Mike, what's a Raven? I know what it looks like and smells like, just like the people in that building do. That's how they draft. That's how they develop. That's how they build their franchise, on toughness, intelligence. And this Lamar Jackson guy, why nobody in the offseason took a run at him? when he was a free agent and you could have made a play on the franchise tag.
Yep.
You could 2 first-round picks and put the ball back in Baltimore's court to whether or not they're willing to match an offer. Nobody made the offer. The guy is now the MVP in the league. They're a lot to handle because of the quarterback run game, the power run game, and the fact that the defense might be the best defense in football.
Yes.
And I love the matchup, and it'll be interesting to see if Kansas City can continue to spiral upwards, because I thought this was, I watched probably 4 tapes to get ready for this game, and this is by far their best offensive performance.
Between our CBS TV assignments and Monday Night Football, I've seen the Chiefs 4 times. They're playing their best football right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they are peaking, and to go on the road, and last week to survive, anybody that would have won that game could have said, you know what, it wasn't our best showing, but to survive those conditions, and the Chiefs handily took the Miami Dolphins in that one, and then they come on the road, and the emotion in this building, it was palpable. You could feel it, and the game was right there for them to tie at the end, and they couldn't. Quick thought on the Lions, and then we got 2 terrific conference championship games, Lions and Niners next week in Santa Clara.
I love the balance of Detroit's offense. They run the ball with that 2-headed monster, Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Jared Goff's a better quarterback than anybody thinks he is, and he's only 29 years old, and he's already been to a Super Bowl.
Right.
People don't understand how good they are offensively. Defensively, they're still several players away from being elite, but they play so hard, and they believe in Campbell. They're a handful offensively, and I think San Francisco is going to be a handful offensively for Detroit's defense. It looks to me like it should be a somewhat high-scoring game.
We'll see what's going to happen next week. Mike, I've enjoyed every second tonight.
Me too, brother.
These 2 days in the NFL, Mike, right? 2 days, 2 games yesterday, 2 games today, and we end with this thriller with these prominent quarterbacks and a gigantic win for the Chiefs, and now they take on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens next week. That'll be on Westwood 1, and then we'll go to the West Coast. It'll be the Lions, and they are better, I think, than a lot of people perceive, kind of off your point, and they'll take on San Francisco, who didn't play their best yesterday against Green Bay, but they found a way to win, and for them, I'm sure they're going to hang their hat on that.
I'm fired up for next weekend, and more than that, I'm fired up working with you. We had a great time today.
We always do. We always do. So safe travels. We'll see you soon. And Scott Graham, we're going to send it to you in our Westwood One studios. And thank you for a terrific job all weekend long, guiding us through these wonderful games. And we'll talk to you next week from the Bay Area.
You got it. Travel safe, my friends. Once again, our final score, Kansas City 27, Buffalo 24. When we return, we're going to take a look back at what happened in game number 1. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple third-party systems to create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's and AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world. Turning to the best in the business for websites, go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
This new year, it's time to finally lose that weight the safe and natural way with NJ Diet. The results are nearly twice as fast as weight loss injections and without any of those nasty side effects. With NJ Diet, you will lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days, contractually guaranteed. NJ Diet uses your hair and saliva along with bioenergetic scans to personalize natural solutions and supplements that gets your body into the fat-burning zone. Then NJ Diet uses your DNA info to help you keep the weight off. Don't take shots the rest of your life. Lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days, naturally, quickly, and safely with NJ Diet. No hormones, no prepackaged foods, and no shots. You even get the doctor's personal email and phone number. So call 855-5NJ-DIET, 855-5NJ-DIET, or schedule your consult today at njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One from the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Scott Graham. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Kansas City wins a thriller over the Buffalo Bills 27-24. Elation for the Chiefs on their way to the championship game next week against the Baltimore Ravens. Heartbreak once again in the playoffs for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Not easy to ask a question of a player in a situation like this when knowing how devastated he might be, but Josh was asked in front of the media, what does this team have to do to get over the hump?
I don't think it's a big change. I think it's just, again, we've got to find a way to score one more point than they do. And every season, if you don't win, it's a failed season. That's the nature of the business. You know, there's one happy team at the end of the season, really. And when it's not you, and you're so close, it sucks.
Very, very difficult game for the Buffalo Bills to end their season on. They will be watching the championship game next week from home. How about the other championship game? Who's going to fill the other side of the dance card with the Niners? Well, this game was at Ford Field in Detroit, and Lions, a team with all kinds of momentum, but Tampa Bay Buccaneers with an active defense and a gritty team beat up on the Philadelphia Eagles in the wild card round. How would they fare today in unfriendly territory at Ford Field? This game was tied early with an exchange of field goals, but early in the second quarter at the end of a 14-play, 75-yard drive, Mike Mack was talking about how well-balanced the Lions offense is. Well, they were balanced on this drive, and Jared Goff was playing well as he got him into the end zone for the first time early in the second.
Three receivers to the right of the line, two wide to the left, empty backfield. Goff gets the shotgun snap, backpedals on the left hash, throws for the end zone. It is caught, touchdown! Josh Reynolds leaping up in the back of the end zone to pull it down and give the Lions a 9-3 lead.
Kevin Cougar right here on Westwood One with the call. The extra point made it a 10-3 ball game, but the recurring thing that happened here was Detroit would figure out a way to pull in front, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would figure out a way behind Baker Mayfield to come back. Late in the second quarter, Mayfield led a 92-yard drive that took only 7 plays and a minute 13. Touchdown pass to Cade Otton knotted the game at 10 at halftime. And the Lions came out in the third quarter, put together a 64-yard drive to take the lead at 17-10, but that didn't last very long because as soon as Tampa Bay had the ball back, Mayfield was back to work again, and he ended up getting him into the end zone late in the third quarter.
Arms outstretched, gets the shotgun snap, pressure comes, they set up the screen to White, he's got a block, White to the 10, he's going to walk in for a Buccaneer touchdown! The Lions brought pressure, Rashad White was the outlet, and Tampa Bay is an extra point from tying it up with 10 seconds to play in the third.
They did tie the game up, and that's how we went to the fourth quarter, but again, it didn't last for long because Detroit had an answer for every time Tampa Bay answered all day long. The ensuing drive that started in the third and spanned over to the fourth quarter was 5 plays and 75 yards. Didn't take them much. Big chunk plays for the Detroit Lions, who looked like they were trying to will themselves to victory. Amir Gibbs got in from 31 yards out at the 13-13 mark to give Detroit the lead back at 24-17. And then after a defensive hold, Detroit put on the drive of the game. 10 plays, 89 yards, taking nearly 6 minutes off the clock. And they took up a huge chunk of the fourth quarter on this drive, well orchestrated once again by Jared Goff, and a precision throw to put the game, it seemed, out of reach.
The goal at the 9. Berkshire motioning to the slot left side. 2 receivers to the right. Goff in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Buccaneers rush 5. Goff floats it to the right side of the end zone. Fingertip grab. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff laid it out there beautifully, and St. Brown gives the Lions a 13-point lead. It's 30-17. 6:22 to go in the fourth, and the NFC Championship game looking a little closer than it has in decades to Detroit.
Looked a lot closer, but somebody forgot to tell Baker Mayfield because he took his team downfield in less than 2 minutes on a 75-yard drive and found Mike Evans for a 16-yard touchdown. Now, Tampa Bay decided to go for 2 in this situation, and they were turned away on the 2-point conversion attempt. So it remained an 8-point game, 31-23, 4:37 left to go. It was up to the Buccaneers defense to hold so they could get the ball back and make one more run. Well, they did and got the ball deep in their own territory and had an opportunity to get down the field potentially to try to tie the game. However, this is where Detroit's defense finally got opportunistic.
Mayfield stands along the right hash in the shotgun. Gets the snap from his center, Hainsey. Throws over the middle, floats it high, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Derek Barnes! The former Purdue Boilermaker with the biggest interception of his life! Sealing the deal for the Detroit Lions!
Well, the cheering started at that point for the Detroit Lions, and the cheering was going to continue on and on and on. In fact, it might still be going right now, but we do know how it sounded as the clock got down to 0.
Goff takes a knee. There will be no more snaps. And for the second time ever, it can be said the Detroit Lions are playing for an NFC championship. It's Detroit and San Francisco next week with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line.
In a year that the Lions have made all of the ghosts go away, here's one final ghost with an ironic twist I can send your way. They're heading to San Francisco next week for the championship game. The Detroit Lions have lost 11 straight road playoff games. Obviously, the 2 this year were played at home. The last time they won a road playoff game, that would have been the championship game in 1957 in San Francisco. You can't write this stuff. It writes itself. After the game, the head coach, Dan Campbell, asked if this is what he was expecting when he took over as the Lions head coach.
I envisioned that we would have a chance to compete with the big boys, and that's where we're at. All you got to do is get in. And it's about placing yourself the very best position to where you can move. You get a home game, and then maybe you get a second home game, and now all of a sudden it gets a little easier. If you're able to get a 1 seed, you only got to win 2 games, right? And so that's always the objective. But ultimately, once you get in, then it's about matchups, and you find a way to win. And you may have to win 2-0, and it's okay. It's okay. A win's a win in the playoffs. So, here we are, and now we get to go to San Francisco and. We know what kind of team that is, but we're in a great position. We've got a great opportunity.
His quarterback's numbers weren't flashy, but they were terrific. 30 out of 43 for 287 yards, 2 touchdowns, and most importantly, no interceptions. The other quarterback, Baker Mayfield, played his guts out. 26 out of 41 for 349 yards and 3 touchdowns, but also those 2 interceptions, including the game sealer on that final drive. Head coach Todd Bowles after the game.
We fought. Obviously, anything short of the Super Bowl is a disappointment. It's not what we didn't come in to make noise. We came in to get to the Super Bowl. So from that standpoint, it's a disappointment. Very proud of the guys, the way they fought all year long, the things they dealt with, the injuries they fought through, the young guys stepping up, the older guys playing above anything they could ever do. We got to reload, come back next year. Too many mistakes to overcome in the second half. And, today was our day to go home.
Don't forget, next weekend, Westwood One bringing you Championship Sunday. First, the AFC title game between Kansas City and Baltimore, then the NFC title game with Detroit at San Francisco. Our doubleheader coverage for Championship Sunday, maybe the best day of the year with 2 championships at once. Begins at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on most of these same stations. We're going to wrap things up when we return. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If you're making the minimum payments, but your balance is just not going down, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it will take years to get out of debt, call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 5 million people. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. If you're struggling with credit card debt, call Consolidated Credit now.
Call now, 800-552-6750. That's 800-552-6750. 800-552-6750.
Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM 19, Oregon DM 80031. Licensed by Virginia State Corporation. Commission license number DC 32. Establishment of a plan may adversely affect the individual's credit rating or credit scores. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increase financial charges or collections activity, including litigation.
Final score, Kansas City 27, Buffalo 24. You've been listening to the AFC Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. I want to thank our crew for tonight's studio coordinator, Art Martinez, studio producer, Brian Finkelstein. Production assistance provided by Carrie Haller, Melissa Haller, and Dan Silverman. Our statistician, Brian Taylor, engineer, Noah Champion. Production supervisor, Aaron Cummins, coordinating producer, Mike Eby, executive producer, Westwood One Sports, is Howard Deneroff. A reminder that BetMGM is the official odds provider for Westwood One. Please gamble responsibly. So once again, next week it is Championship Sunday. Starts with the AFC title game, Kansas City at Baltimore, followed by the NFC title game, the Detroit Lions at the San Francisco 49ers. Our coverage begins at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on most of these same stations, on the NFL app, Alexa-enabled devices, or streamed live for free on our website, westwoodonesports.com. From the wild card round all the way to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas, the NFL playoffs are on Westwood One. Once again, the final score from Buffalo, Kansas City 27, the Bills 24. And earlier today in Detroit, the Lions 31, the Tampa Bay Bucks 23. Now for Kevin Harlan, Mike Mayock, and Aditi Kinkabwala, I'm Scott Graham. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you right back here next weekend for Championship Sunday. You've been listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.